Hello and welcome to Changeling Dreaming across New York. It is Changeling the Dreaming, Dreaming across New York. It wouldn't be one of these streams if I didn't know how to pronounce the name of my own show. Although, as I said, not my fault this time. This is episode 2, a set of lies agreed upon. Let us meet our Fae. And this time, let's see if I can manage to do this. I was going to say do it seamlessly. It's already not seamless. I've spent too much time talking about it. Let's start with you, Mason.
Hey, everybody. My name's Mason Dula, and tonight I'm playing Dix the Pisky.
Harlow.
Hi, everyone. I'm Noura Ibrahim, and I'm playing Harlow Jinx the Puka.
Diana.
Hello, I'm Diana. I am playing Bunny, the satyr.
I wish there were like some mechanic for rolling with advantage in this game, because you would have it just for the robe. The robe alone. Bonus dice. Mm-hmm. All right. Justus.
Hey, everybody. I am Justus, and tonight I'm playing everybody's favorite genius, Dugan. I'm a Naka.
And last but certainly not least, Emily.
Hi, everybody. I am playing, my name is Emily, and I almost said I'm playing Emily.
You do play Emily on TV, though. That is true.
I do. Yeah, way too much. And I am playing Gwyneth. I'm a member of the Arcadian She.
Perfect. So, again, if you all have been with us before, thank you. Changeling the Dreaming is set in the world of darkness alongside vampire and werewolf, wraith and mage, which you know. These beautiful people and I have already explored vampire, werewolf, and wraith. And these events are all in continuity with each other. Changeling is a bit of... I would say it is a lighter game in the sense that literally everything is lighter than Wraith, but the tone of Changeling is different. All of the World of Darkness games, again, had the theme of basically an imminent destruction of some sort was coming for all of them. Two things are true of all the World of Darkness games. There's a reason why they're hidden. They exist in the real world, but you don't know it. There's a reason why. And doom is imminent. For vampire, it was Gehenna. For werewolf, it was the apocalypse. For changeling, it is the long winter. Whereas society continues to advance, as civilization continues to build up, as just everything just builds and builds and builds and expands, there's not just so much less green in the world. There's so much less room to breathe, so much less room for magic and to dream and for imagination, which are the things that literally keep the Fae alive. So as that spark departs from the world, their life force ebbs with it. And when nothing but crushing banality, just the cold steel of existence remains, they will be no more, and the earth will be worse off for it, and the long winter will come and take us all. So these wonderful creatures are finding a way to still try and exist and find their own joy in, quite frankly, chaos, in a world where the time is already running out for them. The oldest among them know it. The youngest among them choose to deny it, but the outcome is ultimately the same. That being said, Changeling has a very rich and very elaborate continuity and backstory that I freely admit I do not have all committed to memory. So there may be times where I myself might even make a misstep, and I'm absolutely going to mispronounce some names. But you know what? We're going to roll with it. So with that being said, do I have a volunteer for the recaptain of what happened last week in episode 1?
Hey, yeah, I'll fucking do it.
You know, again, if you could roll with double advantage for both the hair and the beard, I believe Dugan would be the one to have it. So, you know, I'd like to know two things, Dugan. One, yes, do let us know what took place last week during episode 1, but just kind of let us, how's Dugan feeling about all this? Like where's his head at about the situation that he has found himself drawn into?
Well, first off, I promised people if they came in and tuned in tonight that I tell them how to build a better mousetrap. And I honor all my agreements. And basically, what I found out is no house, no mouse. Right. So you blow up the house. Any explosive will do. But I prefer, classics, dynamite, just natural gas, whatever the case may be. And you blow up the house and no mouse. So anyway, last week. So last week I was doing my regular routine. I got a couple routes that I make. I go. So Monday's trash day in my section of the woods. So I go out Sunday night. And I gather up all the raw material that I need. People throw out all sorts of shit, like whole refrigerators, man. You wouldn't believe the shit I can make out of a refrigerator. Anyway, so I was out doing my rounds, and this weird, creepy dude. I don't know who he was. He snuck up and he's like, "Hey, man, Friday, you got to be at this place to do this thing." And I was like, "Look, I got shit to do." And he's like, "Trust me, it's gonna be okay. It's for your best good, right?" So I said, "All right, you know what? I ain't doing anything on Friday anyway. Nobody's invited me to party in a fucking millennia, right? I don't know why." So I show up there Friday, and there's this broad there, and they're talking on about they're going on and on about their fawns or something like that, right? Yeah, I know I'm a Naka. We ain't all only fawns here. Yeah, she's a puka, right? I don't know what they're talking about. Anyway, so and there's one of those she folks there. They all they think they're better than all of us, and she's up there like waving her hair and shit, and she's all like, "Oh, kiss my ring," and I ain't gonna kiss your fucking ring, right? I'll make you a new ring. I'll make you a ring that shocks people or some shit like that. And I don't know, as long as you pay the right price. That's what I will say about the she. They got the money. And they don't afraid to spend it, right? I'll be nice as I can be. I've been told that I have a poor bedside manner, whatever the fuck that means. Anyway, so I'll play nice as long as they pay up. So we're there, and then that stupid fucking pesky shows up, right? I hate that guy. I'm fairly certain that he came to my tool shop once. I can't find my favorite mallet. I love that mallet. These feelings they're talking about with their OnlyFans and what have you. That's how I feel about my tools, right? I don't want to have like relations with them or nothing, but they're close to me. And this pesky comes in, and he steals my mallet. No, 5 seconds later, he comes in, he takes my screw drill. I made that thing from scratch. It took me hours and hours to come up with it. Brilliant brain idea. Only geniuses like myself could really think of it. And he steals it, and he says it's his. And then he gives it to that puka, and she can't tell me that it's not hers. Because that whole thing. Anyway, so we go back into this dungeon thing. It's supposed to be a bar. I've been there before, once or twice. The proprietor's a pretty nice lady. I made it. I do some favors for her every once in a while. She does me favors. I make a back scratcher. She scratches my back. Yes, it's a good relationship. Anyway, she introduced us all. I met a couple of these folks before. We work in the same circles. Anyway, we're walking back through this place, and the she chick, she just disappears for a while. Typical she, right? We got this whole place to ourselves. We got a butler leading the way, and she's just like, "Nah, I'll fucking go my own way." Yeah, you go your own way. You see what happens. Anyway, I don't know where she went. She disappeared for a while. She came back acting all weird. We're in this bunny's place, right? And she's got these cameras and stuff. I fixed a few of them. She wasn't watching. They see in fourth dimensions now. That'll give them a surprise. I tell you what, you haven't lived till you've seen one of those OnlyFans shows in 4D through time. It's coming straight at you. You don't want to be there for that. Take the high def off. Anyway, so yeah, we're just.
Make sure you have a splash guard.
Yeah. Yeah, you wanna wear a shield for that one. There's a whole splash row that you didn't even know existed in the privacy of your own home. Anyway, so we're in there, right? And we're just like hey, why the fuck we here? And they're all talking, and you know what? I think this Puka and this Fawn, I think they got a thing for each other. They keep going back and forth with like these innuendos. They go over my head. That's all too lowbrow for me. I got high intellect, and so anyway, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden these creepy fingers start coming out from underneath the bed. Oh wait, I guess the pesky saw it in the past somehow. I don't know how they work. That's a whole different line of magic. Anyway, his creepy fucking fingers start coming out from he's got 7 fingers. Every single one of these slewers need to get a tanning bed subscription or something. They got that washed out skin. They would just all look better if they just sat in a tanning bed for a little while, got some vitamin D or something. I don't know. They'd probably be less grumpy and weird secret anyway. So he comes up and he's like, hey, I lost this thing. And we're like, okay, you want us to find the thing? And he's like, yeah. And we're all like, well, what is it? Where'd you find it? Where'd you lose it? He can't tell his shit. We got nothing to go on. He's just like, I don't know. You figure it out. That's why I'm paying you. You're a genius. And I'm like, well, you got a point. And so I couldn't like turn him down or nothing after he told me that I was a fucking genius. I got my pride. Anyway, so we're there for a little while, and I fix a chair. There's an aside. It was sitting there and it was not functioning properly. I added a few things and fixed it up real nice. Trust me, it's going to be a lot better. She'll get 1 million views on her OnlyFans next time she uses it, something like that. Anyway, so turns out Miss She person has like this cloud thingy with a smoke phone. I need to get my hands on that and see how it works. I bet I could fix it better. I bet I could take it apart, and probably if I interacted the neurons and I flipped the it's too technical for you all. It's going on in my head, but I guarantee that I could get her at least HBO on that damn thing. Anyway, I'll see if maybe I'll talk to the pesky, and since he stole my screw drill, he could get that from her, and I could fix it a little bit. She might appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe she could have to pay for it though. I don't do nothing for free. Anyway, so we said we go, and she looked on the internet thing and found out we got to go to the Met. So we go to the Met. That's where we're going next. And I had to make sure that the others knew that we were talking about the museum, because I saw some blank looks there. Because there's a baseball team here in New York called the Mets as well, and I'm not gonna say they're dumb or nothing, but there's a cause for confusion there, and Anyway, that's where we're at, and I got a lot of feelings on the subject. As you can tell, I'm a very emotional person. I just lay it all out there. I got nothing to hide. I forgot. Well, we're leaving, right? So I thank the nice lady for helping us. I say, hey, you got to clean out the beds. You got a slew of infestation in there. I thought that was a good one. It's like, once again, no house, no mouse, right? You take care of it. So she's like, oh, thanks for that tip. By the way, there's some creepy fucking dudes outside, and they're probably going to jump you. And, I was ready. I was going to punch them full of nails with my nail gun. Or I don't know if you know this, but I'm a potato gun enthusiast. I can whip a potato gun up out of anything. You wouldn't believe the kind of things I could blow up with a potato gun. Anyway, so I was about to lay it down on these motherfuckers. And she's like, nah, wait, it's okay. I'll take care of it. You guys go out the secret door. And I was like, okay, I'm a lover, not a fighter at the hate of everything, and I'll throw it down if I need to. But anyway, that's where we're at. This group, they're lucky I'm with them. That's all I got to say.
Perfect. Perfect. There is nothing that I can add to that, but I will just add in 2 minor details there that to make sure they come out clearly from Dugan's point of view. Yes, you all were all summoned to the Axis, which is a club that is neutral territory for all the supernaturals of New York. That most of you had been there before, and yes, Bunny does have a suite there. And you all were tasked by the Slua to recover an item that he could not tell you what it was because someone had taken his memory of it. And he was aware that honestly, there'd be basically no better way to hide something than to get him to hide it and then make him forget that he hid it. So he is aware that something has been taken from him, but not what it is or not where it is. And yes, through a combination of you all's investigation and abilities, you realize the things you remember, I believe, were extreme love, extreme betrayal, and a glimpse of the Met. Were the three main points that you all got through your mystical deciphering. And the Slua has offered to pay you in sufficiently for your time and for your efforts in a way that was vague, but potentially quite profitable, because Slua are brokers of secrets, among other things. And there's probably very few limits to the amount of information that he possesses or has access to. And yes, as you all were departing the Axis, it was clear that a group of men were waiting outside, seemingly for you, Dugan. And yes, through a combination of Gladys, the old woman in the ticket booth, and you all's acting, she seemed to have distracted them and led you all out the back door. And yes, you were piling into a cab on your way to the Met. You all had arrived, yes?
My car, not a cab.
You know, but like, are these dudes not still on the payroll? But yes, your driver / boyfriend, the line is flexible, yeah, was
Usually.
in fact driving you all to the Met. Yes, that is true. And we start back with an important piece of information that we need to resolve. Dix, if you would give me a Dex and larceny check. I have to pull up my Changeling character sheet. I remind you all again, this is Changeling 20th edition, so you'll hear a lot of the nomenclature that we use is familiar to other World of Darkness games, but some of the skills and mechanics were worded slightly differently back then.
Unfortunately, I have a lot of dice for this. Jeez. I got 6 successes.
6 successes is significant success.
There's criticals in there too, but I figured it didn't super matter at this point.
No, it does. It does. You know, give it to me here. Give it to me. How many?
Yeah, I got 2 crits too.
So how many is that total? 6, 8 then, I guess.
If that's yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I know I just said we're playing Changeling 20, but we're doing a small fusion of V5 mechanics where we're still counting 2 crits as 4, and we're not doing the exploding dice. We're not doing botches cancel. If you know the old game there. If you don't know the old game, don't worry about it. Important follow-up question, Harlow.
Yes.
What do you have for lunch? Describe for me the contents of the hairball that he is now liberated from your pocket.
Well, he definitely liberated a big fat hairball. I will give you that. Let me see. I mean, well, usually, like I had some sushi for lunch. But in the aftermath, because when normal people see me like this, but really I'm just like I look like a tiger looking kind of little kitty cat, and I got a white little belly, but then like the rest of my fur, even though it's striped, is very colorful. It's like a Lisa Frank kind of kaleidoscope kind of horror situation going on. But I look really cute. Anyway, I was cleaning myself up after I ate all that sushi, so there's like a huge ball of like white fur mixed with like rainbow fur mixed with like maybe some rice and maybe some like ginger. I don't know. There's a lot in that. I don't remember exactly what I ordered, but I do know that when it came back up, it was not pretty. I mean, like the fur is cute, but I was not. It was very, 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 slimy.
Dix, you ease your hand into Harlow's pocket with the grace and subtlety that only a Pisky that has spent a lifetime of harmlessly liberating things that did not belong to you, but you wanted, and extracted to find that in your hand.
I'm going to, because I got it rather subtly, I'm going to choose to see if I can swap it with something that Dugan is carrying, so that way at least he's getting something out of it, you know, because I feel bad for the guy. Like, he knows how to do stuff with everything, and this is a really interesting, like, hairball, right? So he probably would appreciate it more than I do, and clearly Harlow's not using it, so...
Yes, Harlow?
But because I had set him up, do I notice his face or do I notice the moment where he takes it? I know he was very stealthy.
So give me. You were looking for it. You were hashtag act natural, but he is still a master thief. So let's see here. Give me your perception and your alertness, Harlow.
Perception and alertness. All right. This is not going to be very good. Although I rolled, okay, I only had 2 dots, but they were like a 10 on each one, so that's a 4. So that's
even the
success is a critical.
With a crit, I'm gonna give you that. You know he took it. Like I know,
like he rolled really high.
Yeah, like I mean, but you very much were like, you know, oh, it'd be a real shame if someone would put their hand in this exact pocket as I look.
Yeah. I totally did not just put something in here hoping that no one around here with sticky fingers would want to take it. Oh, look.
I will say, Harlow, you realize when he's already got it, but you also have an intrinsic understanding now of just how good he is as a pickpocket. You knew he was going to do it, and he's just there, and then he's there with your hairball.
I'm impressed. I will say.
Do you say anything to him before he proceeds to try and swap with Dugan?
Well, did he have any sort of facial reaction?
I think as part of like the stealthy part, he probably would have grabbed it and been like like probably looked the other way.
And I'll look at him and I'll wink and I'll be like, I was gonna make you a locket, but I thought this might be a little bit of keepsake. Keep that close to your heart.
Yeah, for
I like your
baby,
face.
For you, baby, of course I will. You just need to be careful what who's you hanging around with, because you leave stuff important like that in your pockets, and it's going to end up just getting lost. And as I'm doing that,
I got a collection.
I'm going to end up slipping it kind of like behind me, just kind of like trying to, because I assume Dix isn't too far off. I'm just going to kind of like quickly.
I want you to know though, I never give those away. So you should feel kind of special. Usually I kind of make them into little voodoo dolls, and I make a little feng shui around my apartment.
Oh, is that so?
Little like mini dolls of me. But I usually don't. It's bad to give part of yourself away like that. So you should, I hope you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's meant a lot. I hope you know how much it means.
It's really sentimental to me. I'm glad that you let me know that is the case.
So
you need to keep it in a humid place.
Are you trying to store it somewhere to at least fake it, or are you kind of like low key trying to rub your hand down like the side of the seat in Bunny's car?
Oh no, I'm just trying to, because I don't know if Dugan's sitting in front. Where's Dugan in the car?
Well, important point of clarification. What kind of car is this, Bunny? Like, you don't necessarily have to get and make and model, but is it big? Is it small? Is it a sedan? Is it a limo? Is it an SUV? Like, paint the scene for us, Bunny.
It is a large, luxurious SUV with plenty of collapsible seats in back.
Have the seats been cleaned?
Since when?
That answers all my questions.
They do recline all the way back, though. It's great.
Now, Dugan, don't let me put words in your mouth, but I feel like you would have wanted shotguns so you could see the panel and hear the engine. I feel like that's kind of where Dugan would have wanted to be, but you tell me.
Oh yeah, I also don't want to be in the back with all those I don't want to use the word freaks. It's kind of derogatory to all of our kind, but they're weird.
He's up in the front seat there, Dix.
Yeah, and I'm feeling kind of charitable because like I didn't mean to, like I kind of meant to, but like I took something already, so I'm just gonna like just give it to him. I don't need to take anything else because like it's a trade at this point, right? So he has nothing to complain about any longer.
So okay, Dix, give me your Dex and a subterfuge, because larceny is not a thing here. So I guess Dex and subterfuge.
Well, it's the same for me either way, but larceny's under skills.
Oh, you got larceny on there? I don't see larceny on here for some reason. But yeah, you can take larceny if that's one you got. Versus
somewhere else.
give me your larceny is ideal. Versus give me your perception and alertness, Dugan, to see if you spot him slipping you something here.
I got 2 successes.
Oh, okay. I didn't roll as well, but I still got 4.
And not an alert man.
So presumably we got a smock work vest thing of a number of pockets. Is your goal to put this somewhere where it's going to be found soon, or somewhere after it's had some time to marinate?
I think for Dugan, I don't want it to end up drying out because it's really important. So it's going to be somewhere relatively where he'll probably access on the regular.
Got it. I'll make a note. Again, you have slipped it in like a ghost.
That's what Dice said.
Hashtag literally, that's what she said. Literally. As you all are riding down the street here, Gwyneth, this is an unusual state of affairs for a lady of both your age and stature. Yes. To find yourself here surrounded by these seemingly children. And also to have met that surprisingly interesting ghost. And recall, she did give you a key, a small bronze key that she said would help you in your hour of need, essentially. But how is Gwyneth feeling about all of these events that have taken place? And just for clarification, it's only about like 8 o'clock now, because you all got there right before the sun went down and still had some time at the ice. So it is not late at all as you all are making your way across New York.
Yes, well, this is frankly not where I saw my evening going. Honestly, when I saw that event placed into my calendar and I showed up, I imagined it was some sort of fanfare to celebrate me or my contributions or my fundraising efforts or my various and sundry small business opportunities that I support. But sometimes this world challenges us. And I believe that these Fae were sent to challenge me. I am quite partial to my new ghost friend. I can't wait to learn more about her. I think we're going to get along swimmingly, much better than I am getting along with any of these characters, with the exception of Dix, of course. We go far back. That being said, I'm not quite sure what the mystery is that lies ahead of us, but I think that somehow I am the key. And I don't just mean that because I have a physical key. I mean that I feel, and honestly it would make sense, that I, Gwyneth, would be the key. So I just want everyone to think about that. Let that sink in. I'm putting that on my next business card, of course.
Brilliant. As you are sort of riding down the street, kind of like thinking through all of this, doing your best not to touch the upholstery very much. The leather in this SUV, again, of questionable provenance, Gwyneth. Your phone, the cloud phone, buzzes slightly.
Is there one of the buttons I can make a screen go up? I need some privacy.
You mean like projector screen?
So can you all just look away for a minute?
Avert your eyes from Her Highness.
That'll do. And I pull out my
blindfolds if we need them.
Won't be necessary.
I will immediately start pulling them out, and like I'll hand one to Dugan. I'll sort of like throw one up to him, and
it has been a while.
I patiently wait for everyone to put on their blindfolds.
I do not.
I blow my nose in it. And thank you. You know what? And I pop the dashboard open, like not open it, but like pop open where the airbag would be, and stuff it in there, and well, fuck. While I'm in here, I might as well just go start fiddling around in there.
Are you talking about the like under dash storage, or like actually where the airbag would be?
Yeah, the panel on top. Yeah,
Okay.
Actually.
You don't want to.
He likes looking under the hood.
Hang on here. Important thing here. Let's see. Gwyneth, I realize you're about to take a phone call, but I've allowed fate to decide that you are going to tell me what goes deeply wrong with his modification of the airbag. Again, when knockers make things, it works. But there is always a catastrophic and unfixable flaw with everything they create.
So do I say what I was trying to do first?
Sure.
Okay. So, my love of pneumatics and potato gun. So I decided that, nobody in this car really needs an airbag. We're all Faye. We can survive a car wreck. No big deal. So instead, we're going to go the other way, and we're going to weaponize this here vehicle. So, if in the event of a car crash, instead of a airbag coming out in your face, it shoots part of the engine into the oncoming, the obstruction. It's defensive driving at the best.
You basically turn it into a claymore mine, projecting outwards, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you now have an explosive detonation where engine parts will hurtle outwards in the event of an accident. I will make a note. However, there is a flaw with this contraption.
The flaw is that it is now, rather than impact activated, sound activated.
Hey, don't bump the bass too hard, am I right?
Exposed to too much noise, a chunk of the engine block will hurtle outwards to attack something.
You break my fuck chair. You break my fuck mobile.
Perfect. Gwyneth, yes, your phone vibrates again while you're waiting for them. You realize at first Bunny seems like she's not going to give you any privacy whatsoever until he starts mumbling to himself, popping off the airbag compartment. She whips her head around, and you think you probably have a moment.
I pull out the Wisp phone and run my hand across it, and I'm like, yes, hello?
You haven't been in these streets in many years, Gwyneth. What are you up to?
Do I know who this voice is?
It's the authority.
No, okay, great. Just thought so. Well, as I have been explaining to the higher-ups all night, I am doing some investigation work to expand the servers. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Well, Where is it that you are headed now?
Well, the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
To what end?
There's plenty I haven't captured there yet. Is there a reason I shouldn't be going to the Museum of Metropolitan Art? I mean,
Gwyneth, you have proven yourself to be consistently useful. It would be a shame should your status have to be reevaluated.
I find that an extremely problematic threat, given that every single one of my last quarterly reviews came back extremely positive, and I am currently in possession of quite a lot of information that you need. Don't forget.
We look forward to your upload. Hopefully it will be of some significance. And yes, you have fulfilled your role adequately up until now, but it is a new quarter. And the phone goes dead.
Hey, Gwyneth, you know I don't like not having my senses. You done yet?
I'm done. Thank you. Thank you for my privacy.
I can't hear you on account of having my ears covered, so I'm going to uncover my ears just right now, just so you're aware. Are you done with your call?
I pull your hands off your ears, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Very, very kind.
Is everything okay? You look a little flustered.
I'm having a night.
You want for some stress relief?
Do you have some like herbal remedies, some crystals? What's
Yes. She'll dig through a little like a compartment in the bar that's there, and she'll pull out a handful of pills.
I mean, again, as an epic level hedonist bunny, you have a reasonable expectation to have kind of anything in here.
These two, totally natural.
Yes, they were herbs at some point. And I just I take them and just put them away.
You know, you're really gonna like those. I had some of those earlier today, and they're really, really amazing. I mean, I had no idea. Like, I'd never taken these before in my life. I mean, I thought you'd already taken care of yourself earlier because I heard that vibrating sound, and I thought something else before I thought it was a phone call. But
no, that was me.
Because it's not that. You're really gonna want those pills to relax.
What a blessing it must be to be able to remove yourself from this reality for even minutes at a time.
It doesn't suck.
Yeah, you should try the blindfolds.
Harlow, you did take what Bunny offered you earlier. Give me a willpower roll, please.
All right.
She took some of what Bunny offered.
I took, yeah.
Night's not over.
Willpower.
Yes.
Where is that? Let me see. I'm sorry.
It's a lot. No, it's lower down.
Oh, there it is. Oh, way at the bottom. All right. This is great. This is just straight willpower roll.
Yep, just pure willpower.
All right. This will be all right, I hope. 1. 6 successes.
As you are talking about the fact you took it, it was great. It felt great. You sort of feel like a tingling on the back of your skull, like somebody sort of like massaging your head, and you.
I'm sorry, what?
Exactly. It kicks in for sure. And as you were, because you thought you were done with it, and you start to hear something as you're driving down the road. You start to hear, it was a trap. Of course it was a trap. We thought they'd overlooked it. They don't ever overlook anything. Those prissy she bastards. I will bathe in their blood, or these streets will run green with mine.
Whoa. Do I know where this is coming from? Do I know? Am I hearing it, or is it in my head?
It's just sort of like around you. I mean, I feel like this isn't your first trip, Harlow, but you're aware you're tapping into something else somehow. It is possible maybe you're hearing something from the dreaming. Again, there is a parallel spirit world that the changelings are capable of entering, but usually that's not how it works. So maybe you're hearing something from the dreaming. Maybe you're hearing something from the past. Considering you don't know what Bunny gave you, it's not exactly clear.
This was really great up until like 2 seconds ago, where I start hearing things about bathing in the blood of the she. Sorry, Your Highness.
Wait, what?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. I'm looking at my hands, and then my ears are doing this thing.
Keep your voice down.
Have you not taken lutes before?
What is the what?
Oh, you need to hold still. You just take this
Can
back.
I not move? Oh my God, I can't move.
I'm going to hand her back the blindfold, and I'm going to take the hands that she's holding up and put them behind her ears and gently like make her start scratching herself.
I don't know why you're doing this or why I'm doing this, and it kind of feels okay, and I'm gonna.
It's
What?
after a couple of seconds, you hear Harlow. It sounds just sort of like echoing, like the sounds of like a battle, like swords clanging and concrete breaking. But it's like the more you sort of rub, and Bunny gets very close to you doing this, and just the presence of her sort of kind of like keeps bringing you back to the moment. Yes, Bunny.
Gosh, you're pretty.
Could I activate?
You know the answer is yes, but let's find out. Anyway.
I would like to activate flicker flies and adopt the feeling of calm to sort of soothe her and Gwyneth, to be honest. So basically, you guys will all be able to see it because you're not mortal, but like little sort of light blue lights will pepper the air around me.
Oh, lights? I don't know.
Yeah.
Lights might not make me relax.
You still relax. You still relax. You can still play with them though. You bat away, girl.
Okay. I will just snuggle up into Bunny and just kind of do that, on her shoulder.
Yes, my shoulder.
Hey,
You can play with them. You'll still relax.
What the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we? Why? I mean, with the exception of maybe Gwyneth, we're all fucking pretty misfits. What the fuck? Why are we the ones doing this again?
Hey.
Because Mr. Slua asked us.
Yeah, I'm a fucking genius. You guys need me. There's no argument there. Why are we doing this?
What are you doing up there in front seat?
I'm fixing shit.
It does not look fixed.
Trust me, it's better. If the airbag is done, I'm going to move on to the heating and air conditioning system if nobody stops me.
I will try and stop him.
Important point of clarification, Bunny. Who is your driver? Like, is it a human? Is it another form of fae? Is it some other person you've bewitched?
Well, I will leave it up to you whether it's a human or not, but that very much dictates how he is treated.
Let's see. We're going to let fate decide. Not only is he very human, because I gave you a 30% chance for him to be something special and I rolled 100. So not only is he human, like he's not hot. He's like a frumpy grandfatherly type, but he knows every shortcut through the city. That's the only reason you've kept him. Like, I mean, he can shave 10 minutes off of literally anywhere. But
no,
he's
not full 10 minutes, I hope. Well, yes, if he is human, and I see Dugan fucking around in my front seat.
Yeah, fix it.
I will reach up, wrap a hand around the driver's side, and sort of dig my like I have sparkly pink nail polish on my super long fingernails. That'll sort of dig into the driver's throat. And I'll lean forward and just get really, really close to his ear and say, Matthew. I have kept you around because you are not a stupid man. As far as mortals go, you have not fucked me over as much as many others. And yet, you allow this to happen. You are as worthless as I thought you were. And I'll continue to dig just harder.
Ma'am, usually you tell me not to.
Silence yourself. How did I tell you to address me?
Your radiant deliciousness.
Stop him.
But Bunny, look, like Dugman does good work. I've seen it before. Dugman does good work. You good work, right? Dugman?
Shut the fuck up, Dix.
Yeah, fix shit. I mean, if you don't want me to touch the shit, I won't touch the shit. You just gotta ask. Guess I can't help myself. Sometimes I just do it, right? Like, you don't have to choke the poor man. I'm sorry, buddy. It's all right.
If he waits more than half a second to do something, I'm gonna reach over his shoulder, down into his groin, and start squeezing his testicles with all of my might.
As you start reaching forward, you see he unbuttons his coat and reaches in. You know he's got a gun. So you're like, he's probably going to pull out this gun and either threaten Dugan or shoot him. Like, you know that's what he's doing.
I remain poised.
He pulls out this 9mm Dugan. And I mean, he's driving, so he kind of like angles it sort of sidelong. And he's like, could you please stop?
That's a cute little toy you got there. No, I don't have a problem stopping if Mistress Bunny there wants me to not fuck up her sex ride or whatever the fuck this is. But you best get the gun out of my face before something bad happens to you.
You kind of got me in a bit of a spot here, pal. Come on, man. She's got.
Hey, I'm not fucking with nothing no more. Just get the gun out of my face. That's all I'm saying. You got about 2 seconds, or crushed testicles are about to be the worst of your problems.
He lets his eyes kind of look at you, Bunny, and when he's like, I'm not fucking with anything, get the gun out of my face, he just very much like looks at you, like his eyes clearly pleading.
I will release his testicles.
You got about 3. 2.
I'll pull the gun and his arm back.
There we go.
And I'll just whisper before I go back to the back seat. Do not fucking fail me again.
Yes, your radiant deliciousness.
How fancy would you say this gun is?
Just a 9. I mean, it's a well cared for 9, but it's just a Glock 9.
I didn't know if she had him carrying some bejeweled shit or something, because I was about to steal that too.
You know what?
He does not deserve it.
Yeah. He just puts it back into his coat and he just goes, well, look at there. We're at the Met. I took a shortcut.
Hey, buddy, I'm sorry about that. I didn't mean to get you in that trouble. Yeah, let me make it up for you. Let me see your gun real quick. I make that a little bit better for you.
Matthew, do not give him your gun.
It's all right, man. I understand. But I'm gonna slip in my card. If you ever want to upgrade your ammunition, you know where to find me.
Did you just meet my eyeline?
Me? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah.
You will pay for that later.
Usually you look a little lower.
Sorry, ma'am. I'll
Excuse me?
Sorry, your radiant deliciousness.
Stupid dog. One day you will learn.
And sure enough, he is pulled kind of like along a side street to the Met there, because it is a sprawling complex. It's gigantic, but he hasn't like pulled up to the main entrance. He's kind of like crept up through some alleyways and got side onto it.
Well, while this deliberation is happening, I will have gotten out of the car and just started making my way toward the entrance.
I will be right behind.
Bunny, having now had to correct someone who was under you, How is Bunny feeling about all of this? Again, this is an unusual turn of events for her. Being called to the Axis for an important meeting, that's something she's used to. But all of the rest of this, what's she thinking?
She's probably thinking that she would fuck most of these people. Dicks can go to hell. It is something new, something different. And once you've tried everything once or twice or 4 to 5 times in 6 or 7 different countries, even underwater, it's nice to find something different. And Mr. Slua seems nice. I like Harlow. I like Gwyneth too, but she seems so mean. Dugan needs to stop touching my things. I may kill him. Twice. He deserves it. But I think that we will have a good time at the Met. I've attended lots of parties here. Most of the time the lights were off, so I haven't seen a lot of the art inside. But I am looking forward to it.
Fantastic. As you all sort of pile out of the SUV and start making your way in, again, it is a beautiful work of art, even externally. The Met is gorgeous with tall pillars that stand outside, and there are large red tapestries that hang down over in front of it. It is well lit and beautiful, and you see a number of people coming and going through here, just enjoying the night. It seems like there might be a soiree of some sort taking place, but again, it's Friday night, so there's and it is a mainstay in the place towers before you.
Oh shit, I'm underdressed. Okay.
You know what? You're not, Dix.
But I'm not anymore.
As you guys are looking at him, even though you can see through his seeming, he went from just sort of kind of like black shirt, black slacks at the Axis to a suit coat with a kerchief sticking out of his pocket.
Yeah, that's a
Okay,
good
guys.
trick.
Yeah, while we're here, I want you to refer to me by my proper name from now on, and at least in this form, it's Richard Dixon. So just if anybody, I don't want anybody getting this. I mean, Dix shouldn't be found around here, but Richard Dixon, this is his joint, okay?
Have you seen Harlow's back?
I feel like we discussed this, but if you want to look,
I mean, maybe
I got room to put a Richard Dixon back there.
I love you, Harlow. Maybe keep the dicks just contained a little bit for now, unless it's me.
Oh, I don't like this.
Let me do my thing.
Oh no, I make no promises. Dicks all around, all over. No, it's fine.
Yes, Gwyneth.
Can I use my protocol abilities to make everyone behave themselves as we enter the Met so as not to draw attention?
It's going to be difficult, but I mean, because you all are kind of all embodiments of chaos. But what? How do you intend to go about doing this? Especially, Gwyneth, you of all people realize you're about to take an uncontrollable kleptomaniac into the Metropolitan Museum of Art.
So, and I
can't make any promises I won't pee on something.
I'm asking because I don't really know the extent to which I can use this ability, but it protocol ensures that everyone affected behaves as noble etiquette requires.
Although, what is the name of the ability so I can?
Protocol is part of the sovereign arts.
Okay, hold on a second here. Let me read it. Maybe Hopefully.
Yeah, but who's nobility, right? Like, I got a very different nobility than you.
It is a little subjective.
All right, hang on. Let's see here. All right, again, is she theory? All right, so you determines who and what must observe the protocol. Let's see. Anyone who breaks the protocol suffers a penalty to all dice pools equal to a number of successes. Okay, so here is how this is going to work. You, Gwyneth, first tell me what it is that you say to them.
While like I'm basically like catwalking up toward the entrance of the Met, and I just hear this continued like banter and chaos behind me, and I see the grandeur of what we're walking into, and I think about the nobility I sense that's within our quest, and I just turn around, and with all the ethereal like noble presence of me and my kin, I glower down on all of them like a villainess from an anime, and I say, all of you will get your act together right now, or else you will face my wrath.
So roll your sovereign, just your rating in sovereign.
I fucking love it when she does this.
Okay. That is 4 successes.
So here's how this will work. When she turns and looks at all of you and she becomes like task mistress, something in your heart is like, oh, mom is serious now. So the way it will work mechanically, if you try to do, let's call it what it is, some fuck shit in the Met, you
Rang?
you will suffer a 4 dice penalty to anything you are trying to do.
Oh my.
So you mean to behave. Again, your nature might mean differently, but if you try and do something that she won't approve of while you're in the Met, you will have a 4 dice penalty to do so.
You're welcome
That
to the
applies-
PvP.
That applies to arts as well, I assume. Just anything we roll.
And it's 2 dice pools. Yeah.
I have a
Well, sorry, I just wanted to say I appreciate that she basically is like, don't be yourself.
What do we have a transcript on what the exact wording there is? I know Faye is all about the exact wording. There's a fine line there.
It is or of what she actually commanded you to do, or the power itself.
She just
of
keep it together. I mean,
Yeah.
Verbiage is important.
we babe.
Yes, Bunny.
Let's say hypothetically, another kith in this group also had lots of ranks in Sovereign and wanted to use those.
What would such a kith intend to do?
Well, I'm just wondering. I have plans inside. However, you know, I guess, do I recognize what she's doing to us right now, being that is also something I am able to do?
100%. And as such, you might have a chance to intentionally break it later if you want.
Good. It's a turn on.
But your actual command was behave yourselves, essentially, correct? Gwyneth? Again, I would say, although it is your nature, Dix, you are aware that stealing things comes with a lot of negative consequences. Harlow, you're aware that maybe lying is not always the best thing in the world. Dugan, you're...
That's why I asked about verbiage, but you know, as Her Highness commands.
Dugan, you're aware that not everyone will probably appreciate if you attempt to improve works of priceless art. Bunny, you got no clue why you wouldn't make fuck though. Like, that's not like, I mean,
I would also like to point out that
That's a victimless crime.
That is best behavior.
for Dix, it's still an impulse to grab things, so the glasses he's wearing are completely blacked out, so that he doesn't have to look at anything. I will have walked up beside Gwyneth and put my arm out as if I'm escorting her, but completely relying on her to get me through because I'm blind.
I appreciate that you put on blinders.
Literal blinders.
Like, I know what I am. Well, again, that is always the challenge with these things, with the Fae in particular. It is not that like you could describe it as kleptomania, but it's not that. I mean, it's what you are as a Pisky. You're just like, I saw a thing and wanted it. You know, like you're aware that some people don't approve, but not that it is in any way problematic.
And I've got them like tight to my face because my eyes are still like doing that thing, like trying to like look between the cracks and see stuff. And I'm just like doing my best to behave myself.
As you all make your way here into the Met, the entranceway it's beautiful. It is almost like a sprawling cathedral as you walk in, with high vaulted ceilings and sounds that are echoing all over the place of people talking and walking. Somewhere in here, there seems like there's a small, like maybe a jazz quartet that is playing somewhere. There are people that are clearly wearing dress clothing, like they're not just here to visit the Met. They're clearly here for an event of some sort. But it is equally mixed in with people that are tourists, natives, employees. There's just hundreds of people walking around inside the place.
Is there someone who strikes me as weak-willed right off the bat? Just walking in, a server or someone who looks new?
I'm Bunny. You stop and show. Which important point of clarification? Your mortal seeming. This was a thing that we haven't really discussed for any of you. When a mortal looks at you, what do you look like?
This. No horns. That's all.
Presumably no furry back reverse turned legs either.
Oh, no.
No?
Unless, no.
Unless they're into that, then maybe. Yeah.
Only fawns.
Dix, what does Dix look like in this state?
I mean, Dix is literally, because his Pisky form is going to be relatively similar. It's just at the moment he's just dressed up a bit. I would say, unlike me, he's completely clean shaven as a human form, but he does have like shoulder length brown hair.
Again, one of the Mystical's abilities that the Pisky have is you blend in. You always look appropriately dressed. That's why when you were like, I'm underdressed, it's like, you're not though. You're not. You look like you fit right in. What does Harlow look like in her mortal seeming?
I'm very tall. I got blue curly hair, and I'm wearing this. I didn't dress appropriately for the Met. I thought I was just going clubbing after work, which is usually, I'm a tattoo artist, so I can wear whatever the hell I want. So I was usually just wearing like a black, like patent leather halter top with like a black mini skirt. And, my tattoos are all showing and maybe not the classiest for this place, but I do have this thing as a puka. It's like I have this thing called veiled eyes, so that I can look pretty appropriate for the situation.
So what does classy Harlow look like? It's like, yo dog, yo, you got layers. There's the glamour of the mortal seeming, then the glamour on the glamour of what your mortal seeming looks like.
So Harlow, I will admit, like, I am not the classiest of dames. Like, I've got like, I have my ideas of what I think classiness is. So I pretty much look the same, except I got a big poofy ball gown on. Everything else is exactly the same. Except maybe I got like a gloves, like those long satiny ones. Some of my tattoos are still showing because they go all the way up. But I got those classy satiny ball gowns. Like I feel like Cinderella at the ball, but probably not Cinderella. I probably look like, I'm at some horrific idea of like a prom dress nightmare situation.
Like a
But I feel classy as fuck right now.
like a goth LARP that takes place under an underpass.
Yes, but very sparkly. Because I know this place. I've seen like the E Online Met Gala like award ceremony kind of thing. I've seen those. I've seen posts.
Yeah.
I probably got like a headdress on. Like it's like this, but bigger cat ears, just bigger ones. And they're pearls, but bigger.
Amazing.
Too much, Harlow. Too much.
No, not enough. I will argue.
But not enough. Yeah, but not enough. What does Dugan look like in his mortal semen?
Oh, God.
Hey, well, see, like, when we don't have our seeming up, we're pretty hideous. I won't lie. Not because we got like long, gross arms and thick red skin, and yeah, we're pretty unattractive folks. So I learned real quick when I'm out among the sots that I gotta put a face on. I'm short. I'm about 4.5, 5 feet tall, somewhere in there, and I got to take time away from my inventions to bathe and stuff, so I don't do that very often because that's just a waste of time. Really, it's not for me; it's for everybody else, and I don't give a fuck about everybody else, right? So my hair is pretty greasy. There's singes on it sometimes. I rarely have eyebrows. I got some good eyebrows growing right now, but that's about a month's growth. They get singed off pretty quick. The beard, though, I take good pride in the beard. Because I feel like it gets me noticed. I slip under the radar a lot, and I feel like I got a gruff exterior, but I got a heart of gold at the base of it all. And I have feelings, and my feelings get hurt, so I like to get noticed. I can't do anything about this shit. It goes up everywhere. The natural grease of my body combined with the grease of the working things that I work on, it kind of stays there. And I don't put too much stock in clothes either. Really, I usually wear pants when I go outside, but sometimes it's more just like a wrap. I just wrap something around my lower half, and I always have my apron here. It's got all my tools in it.
Yeah, like a sarong and a smock.
Yeah, I told you about my garbage dives. So I find a lot of cool shit, not just like tools and metal and stuff, but also like clothes. People just throw stuff out all the time. It's good shit, right? Like I found this. I think it might have been a shower curtain or something, but it worked real good when I folded it up, and it doubles because it was waterproof. See? And sometimes when you're digging through the dump, you find a puddle or something, and it gets on your clothes anyway. So it's like, I'm not gonna wear those pants very long. I'll just get a waterproof shower curtain and do the same thing. Luckily tonight I put on some shorts because I knew I was going to a place, so my bum's covered.
Perfect. And last,
all the things around Bunny.
But again, last but not least, the properest of ladies here. What does Gwyneth look like in her mortal seeming?
Vanity Fair once described me as part runway model, part corporate glamour. Tall, lithe, pointed features, eyes so purple that people are convinced I'm wearing contacts, and I get to clarify constantly that no, they're real. Hair, honestly, my appearance is not very different between forms. It's really just the slight shaving off of the ends of my ears to look more human, a little less of the you can hardly look at me sparkle that comes off of my skin when you're in my presence. All the unworldly, ethereal aspects of my appearance are gone, but I do still get called ethereal quite a bit. My hair is that shade of gray, but I look impossibly young for it in that way that makes people that pass by go, oh, she pulls that off. And then just a smattering of light-colored freckles dusted across my face that I can pretend to be self-conscious about, but let's be honest, I'm not.
Just for context, that Kith in particular can be unspeakably beautiful. On the scale of 5 that all World of Darkness games use, charisma for the she goes to 7. So the rules literally are different for them.
Guess
And
what my
yes,
charisma is?
Bunny, as you all walk in, striking this like very interesting silhouette of forms and appearances, you do see a number of heads turning in your direction, as they are wont to do. And you do notice in particular a man walks by with a tray of champagne and turns and looks at you and keeps looking at you and keeps looking at you and walks into a column and spills it.
Under the guise of helping him collect himself and his stuff, I'll sort of walk over and crouch down. I'd like to activate Grandeur.
Mm-hmm. Which will do what to this poor soul?
Well, it's going to make him want to earn my favor.
I mean, I feel like that one is always running, buddy. Go ahead and roll for me. Your ranks in this. Let's just see how bad this poor guy gets it.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Your ranks in Sovereign.
That's 4 successes.
So, as what happens in all of these things, mortals are always defenseless against such mystical power. And he is just like, and he looks at you, Bunny, and you see the look they all give you when their hearts and minds and wills are broken. And the pupils extend completely to the point that his eyes are almost nothing but black pools as he looks at you. And he just goes,
you want to make me happy, right?
Okay, can I get you something?
No, you're going to get another tray of drinks. And do you see that group of people over there? I'll point to a group of mortals, very nicely dressed, all kind of conversing together.
No.
They're there. You're going to dump those drinks all over them and make a nice distraction so that me and my friends can do what we came here to do, yeah?
Yeah. Hey,
no, you will not talk to me again. Bye. And I'll get up and go back to the group.
And he does like immediately start scrambling to pick up the glasses and like hurry away. Harlow, give me your let me double check here. Give me your perception and alertness.
All right. You're not going to believe me. Because I can only roll 2 die and I rolled double 10s again.
I mean,
Good dice, man.
The fates giveth and they taketh away, you know?
It's been this sparkly ball gown that I'm wearing.
As you are standing there, again, feeling fancy as fuck, you know, you give it a little swish, like you can kind of see the sparkles of some of the rhinestones on the floor, like you're feeling pretty good about yourself, Harlow. And you hear through your large, pearly now cat ears, I guess there must be a cage cleaning tonight. Look at them. Oh dear, they'll just let any types in these days, won't they? Terrible business, terrible.
Do I see where this is coming from?
You do rotate around, and it's 2 more of those she bastards. They're a little ways across the room. You very much honed in on it with them talking. Tall, statuesque. He is wearing a suit that probably costs more than most people's cars. She's wearing a dress that costs us more than a lot of people's homes. And behind them, you see a towering woman in a suit standing behind them both that you immediately recognize as a troll. Standing behind them, just kind of like guarding them. And they're like sipping from their cocktails.
Hey, that shit kills me. I fucking love that accent every time. That shit makes me giggle every
it's going to be very hard for me not to go over there.
Do I recognize them?
You haven't noticed yet.
Okay.
She's got.
I'm hissing in that general direction.
Then I'm going to say, yeah, you definitely clock this when the hiss comes out, Gwyneth. Yeah, you are. You notice them. They are she of a rival house. You would not consider them friends. You recognize them by the names they go by, Richmond and Virginia, and their troll bodyguard, Carolina.
Okay.
These your friends? These your friends, huh?
They're when you say that, I literally under my breath I go, no, these are enemies. And then I approach them and I'm like, oh, Richmond, Virginia.
And
I am very confused, but I follow suit.
hello.
Did you drag me with you?
Yeah,
Yes,
I guess. Yeah, if you're blind, yeah.
You're my arm candy. Like you.
Gwyneth, what's going on?
And he's, oh goodness, Gwyneth, hello, hello. I didn't know you were taking on a new ward to raise.
Oh, you flatter. This is Dix. He's a very good friend and a confidant and skilled.
Oh, well, you've taken a pet here. Look at it. Such lovely ears. Oh.
Well, you know how the Apuka can be. They're reliable for some things, and it's always good to keep one or two around when you have need of a little bit of information delivery with a twist.
Virginia looks at you, Harlow, and she just goes, but is it housebroken? That would be a large litter box.
It's so funny you say that, Virginia. I so remember your puka that you just could not train, and we all felt so bad for you. So good to remember that. Thank you for bringing that up. I needed that tonight.
Yes, Harlow, you were saying something.
I'm going to use veiled eyes. And as this is going on, they kind of like stop noticing, like they're so focused on her beautiful highness that they really don't notice me going around. And I'm just kind of just scratching all of their clothing and just peeing on them. And then when they don't notice me, I just kind of step back way behind Her Highness because it wasn't me.
Harlow, when you start moving into position, you're like, all right, here we go. And you start moving around behind. You notice the troll turns her head and looks straight at you. And she just goes,
I look right back and I nod yes as that leg goes up even higher, just like a ballet dancer.
I snap it at Harlow.
But you can't see her. She's using an ability that would hide her from you too.
Just I'm playing and like raising my leg up, just super gracefully, very gracefully. Just, peeing on everyone with eye contact.
What you do notice, Gwyneth, is the troll very pointedly like rotates her shoulders and like starts to unbutton her coat like something has gotten her attention. And you hear, what the fuck, man? Oh, come on. And he just goes, oh, yeah, I'm so sorry that I dropped this platter of drinks and also hot soup on your party over here. It was terribly clumsy of me.
At all the commotion, I turn around to see if I notice a guilty party on the like in the guise of either Dugan or Bunny behind me.
Oh, Bunny didn't give a shit. As soon as he walked away, she stopped paying attention to him.
I would have also chanced the moment just because these people seem important, and she said something about them being like enemies. So I took the moment to like look down over my glasses to see who I'm dealing with. I realize that means that they may have shiny things. I'm just trying to gauge what's going on in front of me because I think I'm unable to not.
I will say there's definitely a moment where you see the troll turns like something has caught its attention. You don't see Harlow. You see the two of them are still talking. And yes, she's dripping in jewels. He's got like a pinky ring, kind of a pin through his tie, a very expensive silk handkerchief. I mean, everything about them is opulent.
She's dripping in a lot of things right now. Let's be real.
She's like, what is that stench? What manner of soup did that man spill? Oh,
I know. New York just gets worse.
The daily special.
Usually the troll, after having looked towards where all the commotion was, and you see she does kind of like put a defensive arm over them and then look down and see the puddle, and she does look right back at you, Harlow, and then looks at them and realizes they don't notice what happened, and she looks back at you and kind of goes,
I'll wink back.
and like kind of like looks down at her shoes and makes sure she doesn't like step in it as she moves back behind them.
Yeah, I didn't get this troll. We're cool.
Yeah, I will say, Dix, there is a window, Dix, where two things, a couple questions for you, Dix. There's definitely a window between the commotion and the troll being distracted and everyone's eyes being elsewhere. And you've pulled those shades down and you realize there's an opportunity here should you choose to seize it. But what's going through Dix's head in general? Because you're even when you crack these glasses, just the tiniest of bits, Dix, you were beset by wonders of mankind, all of which really should just kind of all be yours, but you don't want to upset Gwyneth. Just what's going through Dix's mind right now?
Yeah, he's as he makes his way up, fuck, it's Doc, god damn it, who's these people? And then he kind of takes a peek. And then, oh shit. He kind of like tries to slide him back on, but as he looks around, he's like, maybe, fuck, shit, shit. Well, that lady had something shiny. Maybe that'll scratch the itch. And you see he's kind of like trying, but realizing that this opportunity is too great. As soon as like the clatter happens and everybody starts looking, I think I can get that. I can get that thing right there. It's fine. As I kind of push the glasses back up and like, oh, what is that over there? And he kind of like reaches and tries to grab for whatever it is. But he tries to resist so hard, but I don't think I can succeed. So I'm going to roll that real quick.
Roll the willpower. There's a chance.
Nope. It's difficulty 8.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't want to disappoint Gwyneth, but nobody will notice if just one thing goes missing. I just put the glasses back on. It won't happen again. It just
give me your Dex and larceny. She said they were enemies.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think you're necessarily disappointing Gwyneth by taking from them. BH.
Oh, okay.
So would that not go against the behave yourself?
Correct.
Yeah, that's what I said. Like, yeah, they're enemies. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not as good as I wanted, but still 6.
You, hang on a second. Might as well take this as an opportunity to do something significant.
Yes, 6.
You get, you know what? This is an excellent time for us to take a little break here. So let's do a quick 10 because we're due for one anyway, and this will give me an opportunity to pick something dramatically appropriate.
What an
So-
I really
appropriately
actually
timed
have to pee
break.
this time.
Yeah.
You actually have to pee.
There it is. We said the word too many times. Yes. So we will take a quick 10. We'll be right back here.
And then I said, I don't even have a water hose that long.
This, that one.
It was not a real hose.
But it was that long. Hello and welcome back to the extremely classy Pinky Up, episode 2 of Changeling Dreaming Across New York, a set of lies agreed upon. Now, before we went to break, Dix was compelled to liberate an item from this woman's person. Important point of clarification. Do you look and see what you got now, or do you just stuff it to take a look at later?
If I can, as I pocket it, I want to do the thing where you look down from the glasses and just get a quick peek at it and pocket it.
Through the wonder of technology, I'm going to send you in our group chat what it is you get, but then I will describe it. You get what is like an enamel lapel pin, and on it, it's got what looks like either a lion or maybe like a manticore. Like it's very stylized and turned to the side, with a lion with a very, very, very long tail that looks like maybe it's ending in flames.
Okay.
And the brooch is red, and it's made out of metal of some sort. But you just kind of slip it in your pocket. And again, catastrophe as this drinks and soup are spilled all over this very well-dressed couple. Dugan, while all of this is taking place, what has Dugan been up to?
Well, Her Highness there told us to behave, and I figured I couldn't misbehave if I was helping out with security. So in light of behaving and helping with civic pride and just keeping everything under wraps and keeping all the op protected and shit, right? First, if we pass a metal detector, I might take a gander at that bad boy and see what I can do about it. Make it safer in here. With the as long as nobody stops me, I'm gonna move on over to the different security systems. Now, and I'll try to tinker with them here and there. I can make them better. A metal detector is much more effective if it just sucks all the metal out and it just grabs it, right? And then it detected the fucking metal.
Dugan, as you are making your way towards the metal detectors, having set upon this wonderful thesis that it's the metal detectors should not just detect but extract the metal, as you are kind of moving up behind one of them to pop the panel off, you hear the crackle of a radio at the guard's desk. We got this unveiling of the new World Trade Center exhibit going on here. I don't know why all of these rich hoity-toity motherfuckers are here, but they cannot get out of this place fast enough. Although all these 70s pictures are dope, but I just hate these people. They look at us like we're so far beneath them.
Yeah, I agree with everything that guy said, right? So I will abandon my look at the metal detector and I couldn't help it over here. Was the radio on a guard?
Yep.
Okay, yeah. Hey, I couldn't help it over here that you don't like all these people around here. Down here.
Yeah, no, sir, absolutely not. And you see, he very much fumbles with the radio, trying to turn it off. He's like, I didn't, these things.
Oh, here, let me see that. Let me see that.
No, they malfunction sometimes, and I pick up some frequencies of the subway across the street.
Shit, man, you don't gotta shit me. Look at. Do I look like I belong here? Tell me true, bro. I mean, don't try to kick me out or nothing. I got more money than you'll ever make in your life, but I'm just saying.
Oh, I thought maybe you were one of the staffers, you work down in the boiler room or something.
No, man. I mean, I could do some action to a boiler, if you know what I'm saying. But you don't. He doesn't know what I'm saying. Nah, man. I belong here. I'm rich. I'm hoity-toity. I just hate all this shit. You want me to clear this place out? I can clear this place out for you.
No, please, no, sir. It's the Trade Center exhibit has been in the works for months, and they're just putting out like all of the photographs from when the towers opened in 1973. They have a couple of relics. Apparently, there was a time capsule of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool shit, man. I've seen all that before. Pardon. But you don't want all these. You want to go home early, right? I can take care of this.
No, please. I'm going to have to insist, sir, that you not do anything that is going to make us have to clear out the Metropolitan Museum of Art, sir. Please.
Okay, just to be clear, I need you to say this just for my edification. Would that be misbehaving? You would say, like, would that be misbehaving?
I would say that was misbehaving, sir. And that's when you hear the crash. Shay, man, what the fuck?
I didn't fucking do that.
What is wrong with that guy? Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to step away from the booth here. I need to go.
Oh, sure, yeah. You go do your thing, buddy.
Bunny, you see all of this from sort of your central vantage point. You see Dix and Gwyneth and Harlow over with this group of she across the room. You see the guy, which you're right, it's already becoming a memory that you asked him to do this exact thing, and then he did it, happening, causing a grand distraction. And you also spot Dugan clearly mucking around near the security booth as a couple of dudes from the security booth are kind of like coming out to go see what all the commotion is.
Okay. I will go over to Dugan. Dugan.
Yeah. What up, buddy?
I don't like it here.
Yeah, me neither. It's kind of stuffy, right? Like all these people, they keep looking down at me. I mean, I'm short, so I understand it, but you know what I mean? Like looking down, not just looking down.
Do you think maybe we could clear it out a little?
I mean, I look. I could do a lot of different things that would improve everything around here, and there might be some side effects that people get scared and leave. But Your Highness said not to misbehave, and I mean, they're are you sure? Look,
yes.
You got to be very sure about this because look, I heard people give me a lot of money, they buy a lot of my shit, and
she's like me. She doesn't want to be around the mortals. If we clear them out, she will reward us. But, if you are not smart enough to come up with something, I suppose.
Hey, look, you can't try this reverse psychology shit on me. I'm pretty smart. I can figure something out.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it. You kind of seem scared.
Yeah, I ain't scared of shit. Okay, look. Okay, I got an idea. You promise this ain't misbehaving. If we just clear out the mortals, right? Like they need to go, so we can kind of look for a thing anyway. Oh, there we go. Okay, look, it's all working towards a plan, right? And she can't get mad if I'm working towards a plan.
No, she can't.
We can't find the thing that's lost if there's all these eyes, Brian, right?
Stupid, filthy humans in the way. No.
Okay,
Did you
all right.
say something was lost?
Oh, shit. Fuck was that?
Oh, yeah. They said lost. They said lost. And you see from under the desk in the security section, you see two small forms crawl out from under the desk, and they both stand up, and they're about your size, Dugan. They are horrible little dark-skinned things with sharp, pointy teeth. and both of them are wearing bright red hats. One of them has a hat on from the Whip It video, like a little conical red thing. And the other one is wearing like a red sock, literally like a sock that's been pulled down over his head, but is sort of like dangling to the side. You both immediately recognize Redcaps when you see them. They are the murderous psychopaths of the Fey world. Yeah, so, lots of this stuff got taken from somewhere, right? You remember in Black Panther when Killmonger came and, murdered all those people and stole this shit back? We've been kind of waiting for that to happen, but somebody paid us to make sure it doesn't, so what's lost?
Who paid you?
I don't kiss and tell, sweetie, I get a lot of action with a face like this. I mean, I know you get it. Like, you're hot, everybody sees you, and they assume you're just like a piece of meat. Yeah, I get that. It's my life, okay? It's not my life. It's not my life. I fucking carve people like a piece of meat. And he draws this knife that curves and bends and is also serrated. It doesn't make sense, the knife he holds up and shows you. But he's like, oh, wait, that might be perceived as threatening. No, I'm not trying to help you, sister. Satyrs are some of my best friends. Well, I mean, when I pay them by the hour, but yeah, something's lost.
Well, yes, but I don't remember inviting you to the conversation. I'm sorry.
Oh, baby, if I had to wait for somebody to want to talk to me, they never would. Usually the only thing people say to me is no, don't. They're not really otherwise looking to engage.
I cannot sympathize with that. So, I'm sorry, you were telling me who paid you to make sure that nothing gets stolen, and then you got distracted by this tirade about stabbing.
The other one standing next to him, the one with the Whippet style conical hat, just says, "We don't divulge who is paying for our services. We just do the service. We're here to make sure, what do you say, everybody behaves tonight during the big reveal."
What reveal?
They're doing some sort of World Trade Center thing. I heard it on the radio.
But show some respect, buddy. No, it's the commemorating the opening of the Trade Center back in 73. 73 was a fucked up year if you were here at the time. I mean, don't get me wrong. Got a lot of action. Yeah, oh, yeah. No, I think I killed more people in 1973 than I have since, really. It's just, those were good times, weren't they? Those were good times. Yeah. But, yeah. So some high up muckety mucks just wanted to make sure that it went off without a hitch, and if anybody caused any trouble, that no one ever saw him again, and that's what here for. Yeah.
Are you two brothers?
I mean, that's racist, mama. Just because we red caps, we gotta be related to each other. That's fucked up.
Finish each other's sentences.
I mean, we work together. We have an understanding. We have a complementary skill set. You understand?
I have a thing for brothers, but if you two are
man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We never check. We ain't got no DNA test. I mean, I don't know my dad. You know yours? Nah, man, never seen that dude in my life. I mean, we're not brothers.
Maybe they're partners, and you just made it weird.
I usually make it pretty weird. Well, perhaps we can just go and see this commemoration and then leave. I have a really nice place.
I mean, that would be ideal because, let me lay it on you straight, mama. No, you this, yes, right, yes, but business is business, right? So we supposed to make sure that it goes cool here tonight, and then if you want to kick it after that could be arranged, yeah.
What specifically did you agree to do?
fuck up anybody that ruined this party. Yeah, basically that, like maybe just like if it just was kind of embarrassing, really we only gotta like break their legs, because honestly, contrary to popular opinion, I prefer when people survive our encounters because then they're kind of in pain for a long time and then they tell other people about what happened and they're scared of me too. So it's like word of mouth marketing. Right? Like, because when we just dunk somebody in the river, they ain't saying shit to nobody after that, which I assume is kind of the point, really. But
well, if you say you're here to fuck up shit of anyone who tries to ruin party, what if you leave party? You're not here anymore. You did your duty while you were here.
Let me ask you one question here, and you too here, Fuzzy. Like I gotta tell you, I'm digging what you're doing with the hair and the beard and everything. Y'all smell something that smell like cat piss? What's that about? Because that seems like very much the kind of thing that's gonna be our problem.
It is art.
Dig that, right?
It's art. It's modern art.
Oh,
you would think so. Like
I don't
that
shower
guy
very
who made.
often either.
There is that that artist who made like earrings out of like elephant poo and then like put it in a museum. Like that's so far a lot of money.
I will say, Harlow, you're still over with the she, but I'm going to say, considering your great perception roll earlier, I'm going to say you can hear this exchange and are aware of them talking to these
when he says about what's that smell, I'm like.
The one rotates.
The one ear.
Yep.
Can I make my way over then to I didn't realize we were in two completely separate different
Yeah. No, you could make your way over.
I'll make my way over and I'll say, that's an interesting point about, that she, Bunny did mention that it was probably part of an art exhibition. And then I did see that one artist who put like elephant poo in tinfoil and sold it as earrings for like millions of dollars. And then also there was like a thing also involving pee, but it was like in a jar.
Hello.
Oh, I was just saying that. And as I'm saying this, I do want to activate dream logic to make them perceive that all of our party are just normal patrons of the arts, and that nothing that we are doing is suspicious in any way, and we will proceed along our way, and they will answer whatever questions we have. In a blur using the mists.
Now, as fellow Fae, they have a chance to resist this. They are not defenseless like mortals are, but let's see here. Let's read it. Okay. Well, first, I guess roll your dice for the art here.
Am I able to say something that might assist with their perception being that they should just like treat us like normal patrons to try and counteract the whole 4 dice that we can't use thing?
Well, let's see how this roll goes, and then we'll see how Bunny might assist.
Is this a straight arts roll, or is there anything I add onto?
Targeted player storytelling musicians only. Just roll the straight art.
Straight art. Okay.
And they do have a chance to resist. Let's see here.
I have 2 successes.
You see the one with the sock on his head, just like, yeah, no, that makes sense. That was like, it was derivative. It was so like gauche and jour, like the guy that did nothing like a urinal, and then like he's like capitalism or whatever he called it. Right? The other one, Bunny, you're clear. Bunny, he's not buying it. He's looking at you like,
can I lean into him a little bit and just say, I admit my friend and I were planning to fuck shit up tonight, but if you could give us a tour,
A personal
that might be
tour?
entertaining enough to distract.
I tell you what, Mama, I'm gonna make a deal with you. I'll take you around this place and I'll show you whatever you want to see. Can you dig? As long as you don't do no shit up in here tonight. You follow? Now you come back in here, you steal this shit down to the foundation. That ain't my problem because I've been compensated for tonight. Can you dig that?
I pinky promise that I will not fuck shit up tonight. But I would like a private tour.
I'm gonna need just one other thing that like maybe when all of this is past, that like maybe you and I can like enjoy an evening together, like as a gentleman, of course. Like I don't assume that anything's gonna happen. I'm only asking for some of your time. Can you follow?
I'll lean in even closer and say, "You could have an evening with me, but I don't want you to be a gentleman."
Shit, I might be in love. Okay, I can dig that. Come on, y'all. And like the other one is still looking at you, Harlow. And he's like, I don't understand it. Like, I mean, the art's clearly peaked at the post-impressionist period. Everything since then has been just like a meaningless masturbatory self-indulgence.
That's exactly what I've been blogging about.
I try and tell him, he doesn't listen. Okay, wait, no, come along. Just, I like you. I don't like a lot of SU. Really, I don't like a lot of anybody's. I like you though.
Oh, I like you too.
Also, like, hey, buddy, like you're not gonna like rig the fire sprinklers to be like flamethrowers or some shit like that, right? Like
He's fine.
Just that sounds terrible. That's not an improvement. But you know what? You gents are doing a good job. At some point, might I hire your services? You think that'd be a possibility? Maybe on down the future.
I mean, it's a sliding scale from just like scaring somebody to like beating the shit out of somebody.
Sure.
Like,
I got a lot of different, but mostly I sell shit, right? Like,
it's kind of like a Chinese menu, really, where you're like category 1, terror, category 2, violence, category 3, property damage, category 4, body disposals.
I have similar menu.
My God, I've been waiting for you my whole life. And let me tell you something.
They all come with sweet and sour sauce.
I am this is, come on, y'all. Why don't you get the rest of y'all's friends and come on, we'll show you around this place. And they do start walking with you, and you see Gwyneth and Dix over there. And while they're still talking to you, you know that Richmond finally says, "Well, Gwyneth, we actually have already toured the exhibit. We got the earlier noon tour for the VIPs and corporate donors. I'm sure your invitation must have just gotten lost. Perhaps your new pet chewed it up."
Well, I'm so grateful that they were able to reschedule privately just for me. But thank you for being so considerate.
Oh, you've also seen it.
No, I'm getting the private tour this evening.
Then they just turn and they look at each other, and then they look back at you, and they were like, terrible business, 73, my husband, Richmond, led an entire division through the Bronx. Did you know that?
Oh, I'm quite aware, and I'm sure that you know all about the troops that I ran, the fighters on my battalion.
Wasn't it
we had?
Wasn't it just so awful? I didn't get the smell of troll blood off of me for 20 years. And behind them, you see the troll just kind of like rotates her head and looks at him for a second, but then just like turns her head back forward again. He's like, "Oh, well, not like you're one of the good ones. No, I mean those other trolls, Yes.
Yeah, well, listen, it's been positively lovely catching up. But we really should be, making sure we do our rounds before our tour, right, Dix?
Oh.
Right, hun?
Yeah, we got some shit to do, so appreciate you guys all giving us your very expensive time and all, but we really do have more important things to be doing. Thanks.
Virginia reaches out and takes both of your hands, Gwyneth, and she looks at you and she goes, "Oh, don't look now, dear. There's red caps here and some sort of very promiscuous looking satyr. And oh no, your pets seem to have gotten entangled with them. Oh, you are going to have your hands full with that one." Oh.
Well, let's just say it takes a very rare opportunity to be entrusted with such a responsibility. So I'm really quite fortunate.
Yes. Well, however you choose to spend these final days is up to you, I suppose. Caroline, to the car.
Was that a threat? What the fuck?
And he just turns.
Hey, you suck on my dick.
He just like stops walking in his tracks and he's like, "Did you hear a dog barking, dear? Maybe they have some sort of rat problem." And he starts walking again.
I'm gonna take my glasses back down for just a minute as they're walking away. Is there anything else worth taking off of these people?
I will say, when you start to pull your glasses down, you notice the troll looks right at you. And trolls, in her mortal seeming, she looks just like a very powerfully built, like 6'2" woman. But you can see past that, and you see under that she's got greenish blue skin with tusks that come out to the side, and her muscles are like rippling all over her, and she's got blood red eyes, and she just looks at you, and she just kind of like rolls her eyes a little and just shakes her head no at you, and then turns and walks after them.
I just put my hand on Dix's shoulder and I'm like, they're not worth it.
They seem to be worth quite a bit. You sure you don't want me to snag some shit?
You mean in all that time you didn't get anything?
Oh, I just got like one thing. I just didn't know. You told me to behave. I was trying to be like kind of good.
What did you get?
I don't know. This thing, I'm going to kind of palm it.
When he shows you that, you understand immediately that is a sigil of House Fiona. That is the ruling royal family of not just the Kingdom of Apples in which you live, but for all of Concordia right now. It's like he stole not necessarily a royal jewel, but something definitely that only like the innermost circle would have. And honestly, you didn't know that Virginia was necessarily of a rank that she should have either.
I say, ooh, can I see that just for a moment?
Yeah. I'm just gonna.
And I take it, and for a minute, you see me kind of like just have like a little internal shiver as I get to hold it and like be really close to it. And then when I compose myself, I take out my missed phone and I like snap, do the motions as if I'm snapping a picture of it. And then I hand the signet back to you, like very slowly, like I don't want to give it up. And then I send the portrait of the signet into the cloud and follow it up with like a frantic like label text of like retrieved from Virginia on the night of, January 22nd or whatever.
Perfect. And while you're typing in the rest, yes, Dugan.
Just before we move on to the next scene, I want to.
Yeah. No, sure.
Are we crossing paths? Like as our group with the red caps, are we coming this way as they're exiting?
They are going away from you, what seems like deeper into the Met. He said he was going to the car, but it seems like they're going further into the museum. You guys were closer to the entrance where the security was.
Okay, never mind.
Yes, Harlow.
I will say that in the hullabaloo that was all going on, I making sure at a moment when nobody was really paying attention to me, I'm gonna pull out my little companion, Hoshi the hamster, and I'm gonna pull him out and I'm gonna say, listen, there's a lot of we're supposed to be on our best behavior here, and we're not supposed to fuck shit up, but I need you to do something for me. I need you to be my eyes and ears in case any weird thing happens around here. And B, I need you to fuck shit up if there's any possibility or opportunity to do so. All right? And Hoshi can speak.
Mm-hmm.
He's like he's like a level 4. He's not the level of legends, but he can speak and he's intelligent and he can help me out.
Oh dear, Harlow, what manner of tomfoolery have you gotten us engaged in this time?
That's what I'm saying. I got no tomfoolery. You gotta be my tomfoolery.
Well, I do suppose I was not susceptible to her charm. If I get the opportunity to, I hate this colloquial gutter talk, fuck shit up, I shall engage in a gentlemanly manner.
Oh, thank you, Hoshi. You know I can always count on you, and I'm so glad I have you around. I believe in you.
You know, Harlow, they are going to notice those puddles of urine, and I suppose you should probably take them away from here. Post-haste.
I mean, maybe they'll evaporate.
I've known you a long time, my darling. It lingers.
I mean, that's kind of the point, though, right? Feels good, right?
I have served many issue in my time, and you are the most colorful of all.
Hoshi, you really know how to make a girl blush.
Yes. Where shall I view the proceedings from? In your handbag, as is customary, or?
No, I'm just gonna let you go, and then you just kind of do what you want. But if you wouldn't mind keeping a close eye out, and just in case anybody's lingering around wanting to cause us harm or whatnot.
I shall endeavor to watch your tuchus, as you said I'm supposed to refer to it as I always do.
I always like somebody watching my tuchus.
That is a significantly billowy gown. Yes, madam. And he turns and just scurries off. Yeah.
As I give him a little bow and salute. And then I will, as I'm returning I'll kind of hook arms with that red cap that had the sock hat. And I'll just be like, it's always so nice to get a private tour, and I'll lock arms with him. And as we're kind of turning a corner so that nobody can see, with my tail, I'll just kind of knock a statue off. It's a little display.
Hang on, let's see here. You go and you hook arms and you knock a statue off with your tail. And you see, while you're doing this, with his other hand, he draws a long and very straight knife and holds it out behind him and catches it on the knife. And he's like,
oh.
He's like, ma'am, I need you to understand both the spirit and additionally the word of what I've been paid here to do. You see, we can't be having none of that, baby. You understand? Not tonight. I'm gonna tell you, I told that fine Satyr mama over there, you do whatever you want tomorrow, baby. Just not tonight, though. You hear me?
I'm a little terrified and a little turned on, mister.
Yes, honey.
You are skilled with your hands.
And a number of other implements. Can you dig? All right.
I'm going to toss a look over him to Harlow and just kind of give a little thumbs up.
He does lift the knife and just puts the vase back on there. And the other one turns and looks at it and he's like, I mean, again, look at this. Could you say objectively that they have in any way exceeded the works of the ancient Greek masters? No. What makes porcelain special? Nothing.
I mean, yeah, true. But then if you look at the ancient Asian civilizations and also the pre-Columbian ceramic work, You know, they're all very impressive.
Not enough nudity.
First, where have you people been all of our lives? Like, it's like I feel like the wasted centuries. Wait, hang on.
Have you seen Korean Celadon? It's amazing.
Wait. Two things. We got this. She come in this direction. She looks hot, a little stuck up. Also, a Pisky. Think he's running some kind of con. Yeah, he got them blackout glasses on. Like, we ain't supposed to know that motherfucker cursing his case. He's casing the whole joint right now.
Sticky fingers?
Stupid.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, y'all want to explain to him the fact that, like, I will cut his thumbs off. Like, I don't want to. Actually, that is a lie. I'm not going to lie to no lady. I do want to, but I mean, he's going to have to make me.
I want to hear you tell him.
Excuse me, your highishness, and he does bow in front of you, Gwyneth. It seems like your homies over here have impressed upon us to give y'all a little bit of tour here tonight, but we're here to make sure that no like shenanigans take place. Yeah, in fact, we're supposed expressly not to let Piskies in here. So I mean, are you gonna keep that guy on a leash? Because buddy, hey, you're blind. Can you hear me, fella?
Yeah, hey, is that Red Caps? Sounds like Red Caps. How you guys doing tonight?
Yeah, I do not want to break your knees.
Oh, yeah, please. I would never dream of making you have to do something you don't want to do.
Say the thing about the thumbs.
We will cut your thumbs off and enjoy it.
Is there no, like, if I do something, you're just planning to do this to me? Or was there, like, a condition under which you were going to cut my thumbs off?
It's not like planning so much as, like, ever vigilant preparation, can you dig? But no, it's like if you, like, take something, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going to get you, like...
Oh, he's shall we say, everyone here has been tasked to be on their best behavior. Isn't that right, everyone?
Yeah, we're pretty much on our best behavior.
My best behavior.
Did you lead a garrison in the Battle of Manhattan in 1973?
You remember? Oh.
Lady Gwyneth, it was an honor serving under you.
Well, thank you for your service.
He does look at you and wink, Bunny. He's like,
I'm so proud.
Well, ma'am, permission to be at ease, ma'am.
Of course. By all means, those days are behind us and hopefully not ahead of us, if you know what I mean.
So much phrasing.
Everybody remembers who leads it, but nobody remembers who makes the shit that makes the shit, right?
It's, Kenya, I know exactly what you're saying, man. Everybody's like, hey, yeah, we won. But they forget those of us that go behind enemy lines cut a shit ton of throats in the night, But that's all right.
So we got more in commons than you thought. So, like, maybe just cut me a little slack, okay? I'm trying. I got the glasses. I'm doing my best, man.
Okay, you know what, man? I completely dig where you coming from, because everybody's like, oh, shit, a Pisky. Like, he can't be trusted. Just like they're like, oh, shit, some red caps. They ain't here to murder us all. Thing is, we probably are, but not tonight, though. So just like you are here to probably steal something, just maybe not tonight. That's all I'm asking y'all to do. Just not tonight.
Hey, can I ask you a quick question? Just real quick. Can you say the thing again to him about cutting his thumb off? Just in general, just say that again for me one more time. I just want him to really know. No. Like if you go in here and you try and like, not all that stuff. Just the part about, hey,
I will cut your thumbs off and I will enjoy it.
Okay, here's my card, and I just want you to remember that. And I would like to lay a contract on the card when he takes it. I've got 4 levels in contract, and it allows for casual happenstance things that. So now, at some point, this red cap has to cut off his thumbs.
Has to cut off Dix's thumbs, or
just in a casual. He's compelled to at some point. If he breaks the contract, bad things happen. But
Holy shit!
It doesn't happen to happen now. It doesn't happen to happen in the next couple weeks, anything like that. But
somewhere along the way,
just at some point in the future, this red cap is gonna have to cut off Dix's thumbs and enjoy it.
Full triple pater.
Am I aware of what just happened?
It seems like it would just look like he handed him a card, which he tucks up under his head and just looks at you, and he's like, "Yeah, I can dig that."
So welcome to try.
Look, this motherfuckers took my screw drill. I told you I was going to get you back for that.
I didn't realize the kind of game we're playing. Justus.
I kind of pocket that screw drill, make sure it's still there and not like in sight in any way.
They do.
Just to be clear, I'm not hiring you to do that. I'm just saying, like, you heard it, right? Like, Dix, these guys are serious. That's all I'm trying to say here. We're just being serious.
Hey, look, buddy, you do what you love and you never work a day in your life, right?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
All right. So, if you would, let me come this way. We can just kind of like circumvent all of this like bullshit and like derivative to they're like eyesores, and like nobody understands. Like, again, everybody thinks I just want to like stab people and bite things. And I mean, it's true. I do, but I'm very passionate about the arts. I prefer to take the back way. Do you all mind if we take the back way?
Yeah. Is it
Clean?
No.
I mean,
never.
proper preparation, but I mean, it's still, wait.
There's always some precaution.
If you want to, like, yes, ma'am. Yeah, it will be befitting your high standards, I assure you.
Thank you.
You don't look like that kind of girl.
I mean, baby, there's only that kind of girl. And he turns, and they open one of the side doors, and the other one is like, "All right, after you all."
I don't know what you guys are going on about. This place is real clean. Look, they mop the floors and everything.
And as they lead you down one of these side passages, it is like those very polished, kind of grayish, brownish stone floors. I mean, even the behind the scenes of the Met is still works of art with like overhead lights. And as they're walking, he's like, "Now, I got to lay on y'all. I don't understand what the significance of this exhibition is. It's just, again, there's apparently some very powerful interests that want to make sure it went off without a hitch. We are not the only components of the security system working here. We are just the most fun. Fun, yeah. The most stabby? Yeah, probably. But not necessarily. I mean, y'all have all seen trolls. They more like slashing with the swords type thing, Well, yeah.
Yeah, they're more smashy than stabby.
Yeah, but you just like get in close and like you gotta survive that first swing though, which is no small thing, don't get me wrong, but then you're just all inside and femoral arteries, gag, and then they just drop to the ground and they just look at you with this shock in their eyes and they're like, "I'm a proud knight brought low by a red cap." Yeah, they just cut their throat.
Yeah, we've all seen that. I know what you're talking about. Good feels.
What are you talking about?
And they lead you winding through here, and they do come up on the back entrance of an exhibit. And they open the door, and when it pans out, you all see lots of photographs of New York in 1973, when the World Trade Center was open for business in April of that year. So there's the towers, and they look brand new, and around them there's these like 70s cars are driving all over the street. There's lots of people with afros and bell bottoms like smiling in front of the buildings, and there are a number of items, some of which are originally from the towers that had just been moved out at different times. There also are a few things in here that were retrieved from Ground Zero. You notice the tone of the exhibit is very much about the start of the towers and not about what happened to them, except for just a couple of things that are kind of like this was a rescue from the wreckage type thing. And there are, we see all sorts of people in here walking around. There's a much higher concentration of the well-dressed people. Like, it's clear this is what they're here for. So much so that jazz quartet is sort of playing in here. It's a very kind of like upbeat and positive environment. And sorry, yes.
No, go ahead, finish.
I was just saying, and there are a number of fae of all persuasions in here, and again, just enjoying an evening. Although Bunny was going to say something. Yeah.
No, but let Emily go, and then I will do my deed.
All I was going to say was, is there anything in here that I've never seen or recorded before?
A number of things. Yeah.
Okay.
A number of things.
I'll so as we enter, without breaking the momentum of us moving through this doorway, I'm gonna kind of nudge Harlow towards the red cap who'd been frantically talking about art. I'm gonna take the arm of the other red cap and just continue into the exhibit with our gait, not slowing. And keeping up a conversation the whole time so it feels fairly natural. And then I'm going to throw a quick backward glance to Dugan and just wink at him real quick and continue into the exhibit.
You do notice, you guys are a number of heads are turning and looking at you all. It's unusual to see a motley of changelings is seemingly different as you all, especially walking arm in arm with the red caps. It's plenty of people have red cap bodyguards, but the fact that you all seem like you're with them, and you very much get a lot of the
never to distract.
And you all
also when talking about art and art exhibitions, it's all about making the biggest impact and the biggest shock on people. And what's more shocking than having the arm of a red cap escorting you through this fine establishment?
That's what I'm talking about. Art is supposed to elicit emotion,
Exactly.
You get me in a way that I have never experienced, and I just want to let you know that I value that.
Meanwhile, Bunny is across the room making jokes about erections.
I've been waiting for you my whole life. That's all. But the other one looks at you, Harlow, and he goes, I'm going to say something to you that I don't usually say. I'm going to do everything in my power not to stab you, even if somebody tells me to. I'm probably not going to do it.
That is the most romantic thing anyone has ever said to me. Thank you.
He just sort of adjusts his little hat a bit, and he's like, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure.
Well, sir, it is an honor not to be stabbed by you tonight, as I take his arm.
Night's young, Bunny. Night's young. Yeah. So while Bunny and Harlow are distracting your red cap captors, first, what is Dugan doing here? Because presumably Dugan, Gwyneth, and Dix are together, still arm in arm with Dix, who probably can't see any of this. So what is Dugan going to do?
You see, we're still looking for something, right? We don't know what we're looking for. But so
to be clear, the Met covers multiple city blocks. It is gargantuan. And you don't know what it is, but there are a number of fae here, and this is the thing that has changed. So this seems to be the most out of the ordinary thing. I mean, again, there's relics here that are thousands of years old. It could be literally anything somewhere in this building, but at least some of your own kind are drawn to this for something.
Yeah, so there's something here, and we gotta look for it. And look, my night is shot, right? Usually on Friday nights, I'd be I don't know. I got to empty the grease traps on my pneumatic machinery every month, and tonight would have been the night that I was doing that. So I'm kind of getting tired of this whole thing. And what's his name? The slew dude. He said I'm a genius, so it's up to me to really figure out what's going on here. And so what I'd like to do, and I don't know if this is possible, storyteller. So you got to tell me. I might require some rolling or something like that. So I'm behaving, right? I gotta stay in that line, but we also got this mission to do. So I'd like to get a hold of a security camera in some way, shape, or form, and invert it so that instead of recording things, it's actually projecting something, and somehow harness the ability of the werewolves to make mortals just freak the fuck out and run. Would that be something that would be even remotely possible?
I mean, again, as a knocker, you can do most anything.
I can build whatever the fuck I want.
That's not the hard part. The hard part, Dix, what goes wrong with what he makes?
Oh boy. So he's trying to specifically fuss with the cameras, yeah?
Mm-hmm. To theoretically at least approximate the delirium from the werewolves, the existential terror that they cause in mortals.
Yeah, the problem is that it's only going to affect the people as they walk by it. So it's not actually just going to be people in the room. It's like when somebody walks by, they temporarily freak out, and then when they pass through the view of the camera, they're completely back to normal again.
So they're just like the floor is hot lava for like 5 feet, basically, and then kind of snap out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, that didn't look.
You do hear people literally like scream and like stumble all over themselves and like frantically start scrambling away and then just kind of like turn around. And both Bunny and Harlow, you both notice both redcaps like jump in front of you, like they're gonna do something. And then like when the people kind of snap out of it, they're just like, wow. I mean, I'm an art lover, but that seems like that's like an excessive reaction. I think just,
Performance art.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
I am very familiar.
I would love to see one of your performances. Can you dig that?
Oh, if you just subscribe, I watch them all the time.
It is behind the paywall.
Look, I will rob every motherfucker in this place to be afford whatever I gotta pay to get access to that. Can you dig? You just give me what that link is, baby, and I'm
any possibility that I heard that.
Oh yeah,
Worth it.
Pass the card and say, yeah, you said you're gonna rob every motherfucker in this place, and call me. Here you go.
Hang on a sec. When you do it this time, he turns and looks at it, and then he looks at you, and his eyes kind of narrow, and he's like, "You already gave me your card." Wait, man. You trying?
I'm sorry.
Wait, hang on a second. You trying to do some of that mystical tomfoolery to me? Because I feel like that violates the spirit of our arrangement we got going on here.
No, man, I don't do no tomfoolery. You ask these guys. I
just want to say, if there's anything I know about Dugman, is that he's the most upstanding, straightforward, straight shooting, honest guy and hard worker that I've ever met.
Hey,
while all of this is going on here, Gwyneth, give me your either your intelligence or your wits, whatever's higher, and either investigation or lore, whichever is higher.
Looking for lore.
In all the wrong places.
Ha! Is it the same thing as the Grimaire, or?
It is not. Do you have history on your sheet?
No.
All right, hang on a second. Let me pull up the exact one you've got, because again, I'm looking at a custom one, and they're all all over the place. In the meantime, whichever thing you've got there to represent like your education, your formal education, whichever skill that is.
Great. Okay.
Because the skills are slightly different for the kiths. So
5, 6, 7. Okay. Six successes.
As you are sort of scanning these things here, you realize there is just sort of an ambient glamour in this place. It is clear to you that these things are being preserved and protected somehow beyond just the scope of a normal art exhibit. It looks like it is all just completely out in the open and accessible, but you're aware. I mean, again, this museum's like a fortress. However, there is one thing in particular that does not belong here, Gwyneth. Immediately, your eyes are drawn to it. And it looks like a gold locket with a oval piece of black glass in the middle. I will drop in our chat exactly what it looks like. It is not necessarily overly ostentatious, but you just feel all the way down into the depths of your being that should not be here. Because most of the things that are here, again, are either relics from the 70s or, just common items that were salvaged from the World Trade Center. Because, again, that is not the spirit of this thing so much as it's almost like it has survived in spite of type thing. You know, the fact that like just like a pair of eyeglasses is still here and intact is like, you know, proof of kind of like the unbreakability of New York and the world will go on type thing. Except that.
Is that what I think it is?
I don't know what you think it is.
Well, so to Emily, that looks like Marguerite's locket. But I don't know if Gwyneth knows anything about that.
IDK.
Might be a good chill.
Hey, Gwyneth, I felt you tense up there. Is everything okay? What's going on?
Just a second. Is it like under glass or anything? Or
here's the thing. It doesn't look like it is. It looks like it's just sort of laying, kind of on a piece of silk on the top of just like a white column. It is very well lit. And yet you understand intrinsically not to touch it.
Okay, I'm going to take out Wisp phone.
Mm-hmm.
And snap an image of it, and then try to do like a search to see if I can find any information from my colleagues in the cloud.
When you take the picture and you start searching, you see access denied, which is something that has never happened.
And I like go to search for something like mundane to see if I'd get the same results or if it's specific to the locket.
Access denied. Bunny.
Yes.
One thing you know is people.
Yes.
Something's wrong with Gwyneth.
I am still holding.
Can I see what she's freaking out about?
She looks like she's standing just kind of in front of this locket, and she's like kind of got that like cloudy phone thing that she has, and like she like clearly is panicking.
Dix, ask me something simple. Ask me something that I definitely know.
What's my name?
Well, your name is Dix. You know what I mean? Something.
What's my favorite thing to do?
I try to access the like banks of my memories that keep my personal friend information stored.
Make a willpower roll. Bunny, you hear her like saying this to him.
I'll kind of turn to the red cap, not wanting to alarm him, and just say, "I'll be right back. You just take those thoughts, and you hold on to them." Okay.
Yeah, and if you don't mind, I might be like respectfully watching you walk while you leaving, and you dig that.
I expect nothing less. And I'll go over to Gwyneth and just like, I know Gwyneth hates me, but I'm gonna kind of do the comforting thing, and just put a hand sort of in the middle of her shoulder blades and do my lights again.
Gwyneth, you're aware with 3 successes that like I mean, Pisky steal things. He probably likes that. It's like the information is existing out of context. Like, I mean, his name is Dix. He is a Pisky. Piskies enjoy stealing. Therefore, his favorite thing is probably steal.
Gwyneth, are you okay?
I've been cut off.
From what?
Everything. This can't be
don't
happening.
know what that
This can't be happening.
means. Oh, you cannot make a scene here.
I know, but
Breathe.
don't tell any. I like grab Dix and I grab Bunny. I'm like, don't tell anyone. Don't say anything.
I do not know what you are talking about, so that makes it very simple. Do you need to sit down for a moment? What happened?
I like it. Is there anyone within earshot that could overhear this conversation?
Yes. Well, I mean, especially Harlow. She kind of doesn't miss anything. But there's kind of like a lot of walla going on in here. It's kind of like the ambience of a cocktail party. I mean, the band is playing, people are talking, you know, like it's not like a library. I mean, it is more like a soiree. Like you feel like you could probably talk in hushed tones with some relative expectation of privacy. But there's people around. Yes.
So
How close am I? Just out of curiosity.
You know, hang on. We'll let fate decide.
Do you have a chance cube there?
I do have a chance cube. I have a number of chance cubes. Absolutely. I'm going to say, Dix, you probably are still trying to figure out what went wrong with the light, as people have like basically a terrified 5-meter dash every couple of seconds, and like a bit of a gathering is sort of formed here as people are like, what? Also, chance cube. Yeah. Yes, Harlow.
Can I, with my hearing, notice a ruckus or a kerfuffle going on?
I mean, you're here on a mission. Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
So, seeing my team here in a little bit of a pickle, I'm going to pretend, drop my champagne glass, and be like, "Oh, I'm such a Butterfingers. I need to go freshen up." And I'm going to back away from the red cap. And then like there's a whole thing ensuing to like, I'm sure, clean up this mess because of where this is. And I'm just going to slowly make my way over to the group to find out what's happening.
Gwyneth, you need me to get us out of here? You okay?
I think I need to sit down. I'm not well.
Okay. What exactly happened? You walked into the room, you were fine.
Is your corset on too tight?
No, listen. Does something about that locket feel off to you?
But there's a locket? Do you want
What
me to steal
locket?
it?
Right? Do you not see it right there on the white silk?
You could
Quite
use more
lovely
rhinestones.
vintage. Doesn't belong here.
Bunny Harlow, does Dix try and peek, or do you keep the glasses on for the time being?
I'm going to keep them on until she tells me I can look at this point, I guess.
Bunny and Harlow both roll your glamour. Which, don't get me wrong, you're both incredibly glamorous.
I'm so glamorous. I got my glamour shots done at the mall today.
Tiny seahorses.
Little tiny seahorses.
4, okay. My favorite one of those ever is the kid in the karate costume, and it's the two in the background.
Yeah.
They call me a nerd, so I call him an ambulance.
Yeah.
4 for Bunny, okay. And
4 successes.
when she's like the locket right there, at first you guys are kind of like, there's you have to like concentrate for a moment. And then you see it. It's just like you didn't notice it. Like you kind of were walking by. Like again, there's a lot happening in here. You're kind of like, oh yeah, there's a hold locket.
Huh. Was that part of the thing, or did you just?
It doesn't belong here.
Where else would it belong?
It doesn't belong. It doesn't fit in with anything else. And I tried to research it. I tried to see if there was any information about it, and the access is cut off.
Because of Locket?
I don't know. I don't know anything. It's all gone.
Gwen,
Well, we knew that before, but
getting real antsy here. Do you want me to steal it or not?
I don't think you should touch it.
oh, I think you should touch it, Dix.
You think I should?
Well, yeah, I mean, always touch it. Yeah, but don't steal it.
It has her mind inside. You need to get it back.
Whose mind?
It has Gwyneth's knowledge. She just said the locket took it away. She said it took it away.
Well, I don't think that's
Getting the locket, the knowledge comes back.
Everyone take a step back. I'm the one having the breakdown here. You all need to think sensibly.
I am.
I mean, I'm trying to, but can I take a closer look at this thing? Can I what am I looking at here?
You absolutely can. Bunny and Harlow, and for now, Bunny and Harlow, give me your perception or wits, whichever's higher, and your investigation. Dugan, give me the same. Your perception or wits and your investigation. 4, okay. 5, perfect. Both Bunny and Harlow, you all see on the front of this podium, perfect. There is a little placard, like with most museum exhibits, and it says locket, unknown owner, found buried deep underneath World Trade Center Tower 2. That's all it says.
Huh.
Guys, what are we looking at?
Sad.
It's a tiny necklace that grew out of the ground.
And Growly found it under the rubble.
That's what it grew.
Is it magic?
You should really just look at it. It might be. I cannot tell.
I am trying to be on my best behavior, Gwyneth, but they are really tempting me right now.
I really think you should not touch it.
How about we don't touch it? Dix, you hold hands with Gwyneth. That way he cannot steal it, and that way he can still look, though.
Just not how it works.
Cut off your thumbs if you actually steal it. It's fine.
I said we weren't gonna steal anything.
Harlow, okay, you've been quiet. What is this thing? Is it gonna explode me if I touch it?
I don't know. All I know is that it was it's here, and it was from what was it, a specific year that it was found?
It was found after 9/11. I mean, in the clearing of the rubble of 9/11, it was found buried under the tower.
Yeah, it was just found under the tower, like all this stuff. I don't know why it's here among the other, what makes it so special, but it's somebody's locket, and it was found under the rubble.
Well, just somebody. Where's Dugman? He knows stuff about magic stuff. Can you see if it's magic?
Dugan, while you are over there, you feel somebody put their hand on your shoulder and say, "You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here, Dugan."
Hey, what? Don't fucking touch me, man. Who the fuck are you?
You turn around and it's the same 3 guys you saw across the street from the Axis, but you don't know them. I mean, they're big dudes. They look like bruisers. They're muscular guys. They're wearing big coats. They have a lot of scars on their face, and they have sort of mottled, patchy beards.
Are they human?
They don't look like they're they don't look like they have fey seemings. Each of them have what looks like a 3 rings, like a circus, tattooed on their neck with a wolf underneath it.
Hey, guys, we don't need to do this here. Look.
No. Yeah, no, we don't need to do this here. Why don't you come with us and we're just gonna have a little talk. And if you tell us what we want to know, maybe we'll just beat your ass.
I don't like that idea. Maybe we just stay here. Look, I don't mind telling you what I know. I tell you anything you want to know. Just don't. I mean, I can't keep a fucking secret. Anyway, it's been nice seeing you guys. I'm gonna. Dix, you got that champagne refill we're looking at? Hey,
Dude, man, I need your help over here.
Hollow.
Yes?
You should leave because every living thing in the room is about to start suffocating. Run, child! And you hear eat as the Halon fire suppression system in the room goes off. And very thick fog starts coming down from the ceiling, and you hear people start like coughing and choking.
What's going on, guys?
I'm running, but is Bunny nearby? Because
Bunny's right there. Mm-hmm.
Because, trauma fucking is great. Like, I'm going to try to grab her by the waist and be like, we got to go.
Dugan, you hear... Oh, yeah, everybody but Dugan is all right there together. Like all of you are right there.
We got to go. We got to go now.
Oh, now? Where do you want to go?
Getting out away from here.
Like the front of the building out?
I don't care. Out.
I'm gonna. I guess is Dugan nearby? I'm like,
yeah. What is it that you're trying to do?
I'm gonna try and poof us all outside using my Wayfair thing.
You reach out, and Dugan, you see one of them starts like coughing and sputtering, and he just goes, "Fucking knock! I should have known." And he goes to punch at you. And you see his fist coming like your life is flashing before your eyes, and you're outside.
Well, that would have been unfortunate. I just fixed these glasses.
Hoshi, did he make it with us? Did who?
What?
My little hamster.
Hollow, why is there one of your hairballs in this man's pocket? Oh, it's all in my
course. What the fuck? What are you doing in my pocket, you runt?
I'm gonna reach into Dugan's pocket.
Hey there, Bunny, dinner first.
Saved this awful creature's life. I mean, perhaps I executed several innocent bystanders, but if they can't run, they didn't deserve to live, right?
Oh, you saved our lives. He saved our lives.
Who are we talking about?
Gwyneth, are you okay now? We're outside. Is your brain better?
I need to call my boss, and I take out.
You don't need to call me. I'm already here. And you all see, you were just there and nothing was there. And then 3 very tall suited individuals are standing there. 2 of them are wearing a suit, and there's a 3rd woman also wearing a suit. And they look just like Gwyneth. They have very severe angular features, but they are paler than she is. They're pale to the point that they're almost blue. And the woman has hair the consistency of clouds hanging down around her. And he turns and he looks at the rest of you slowly and he says, "Get in the car, Gwyneth." And when he says that, there's a car. It's a long stretch limo that wasn't there. Now it is.
Yes, my lord. And I give Dix a long, stare of total terror in my eyes, and I get into the car.
He just turns and looks at all of you for a moment. And he looks back at you, Gwyneth, and he's like, "You have much to account for." And you see the other 2, as the 2 of them start walking towards the car, the suited man and the suited woman just kind of stand there in front of all of you, between you and them leaving, very much in a defensive posture. Just looking at the 4 of you.
Oh, what? Do you think we're going to do something about it? Nah, I mean, fucking, yeah, whatever.
The woman just sort of turns her head and looks at you, Dugan, and she's like, I assure you, you will not be doing something about it.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna try nothing. I don't. What do you do? That's your own business. Why would I want to try? What do you? I don't understand what you're fucking saying.
When Dix calls out asking if you're all right, Gwyneth, do you say anything?
I say in a completely flat response, everything is fine. Everything is normal. I just have some work to attend to. It's up to you to finish the party. And I shut the car door.
Bye, Gwyneth. It was nice meeting you.
You see, when they get in the car, the limo turns and drives away. And this blue-skinned man and woman look at the four of you, and they look at each other, and then they just turn and walk in opposite directions.
That was fucking weird.
What just happened?
As they're walking away,
What's that all about?
can I peek into their past to see what happened preceding this?
You can, or you can at least attempt, roll it.
I got 4 successes, which I'd have to look and see how far back that lets me look, but it's like a week, I think.
As you turn and you start to like look backwards through all of this, as you start like rewinding, trying to see these people, you see what looks like a transparent, ghostly woman standing in front of you, Dix. And she says, if you truly care about Gwyneth, this is not the path you should embark on.
I'm imagining this as a step out of time as I have this conversation with this ghost. I'm gonna like wave my hand. You real?
When you go forward like you're gonna touch her, she like steps backwards. Like, you know, when you go to like kiss your cat and it moves just enough that you can't. Like, she just sort of like,
What do you know about Gwyneth?
real
What's going on?
is relative, my friend, but I assure you my existence is quite unending. What I know about Gwyneth is she is my friend, and she seems to care about you. Chasing after those people will come to nothing but ruin for you both.
Well, I don't know what you and her have between each other, but if you care about it and you see this is true, then I'm going to hold off. But she means a lot to me, okay?
I believe you, Dix. But fear not. You have everything you need to go forward. And she's gone, and you're back in front of the Met with everybody standing there.
Well, that was fucking weird.
What was weird?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
just-
was the whole fucking thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah, it's weird.
It has been a weird night.
You know, hey guys, I don't know if you saw those 3 galooks, but those cockwobbles that were sitting outside of the annex for us, they might have showed up right there at the end, and they're looping.
And I rescued you. Yes, you're quite welcome, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Rodent. I appreciate it.
When did you get here?
Kind of felt like
He
I
is
was-
a hamster, and his
fine.
name is Hoshi.
Hoshi, when did you get here?
I've been here the entire time. It was not a dramatically appropriate moment to reveal myself.
He was in my pocket. Sticky fingers didn't find him.
That is quite
that would
true.
have been quite a
I'd have
surprise.
delivered you quite the nip, I assure you, sir. I had you attempt to grasp me. But I apologize. You were about to say something, friend Knocker. Still very much living and breathing, thanks to me.
Well, just a slight point of clarification there. We are living because of you. We would not have been breathing if not for Dix. Dix, I apologize. I hope that red cap doesn't ever come cut your thumbs off.
Oh, you know what? With friends like you around, I'm sure he'd probably never even get close to me.
Yeah, well, I could build you up like a cage or something that you could live in that would keep you safe for a long time.
Maybe like little thumb things that keep my thumbs from getting cut off.
Could we focus on the issue at hand?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So look, I don't know what that fucking thing was with Gwyneth and whatnot. That was kind of weird. Those dudes were big and creepy and scary. But I do know that I can't stay on the streets right now. There's like this thing between the Circus Lupin and my people, and it's a whole thing. But if you want to lay low, I know a place. It might not be safe.
Can we take a sleep and then we go back and rob the place tomorrow when the red caps aren't going to eat us?
Yeah, this is. I don't think this has to do with the red caps, to be honest.
Maybe that is a good idea. We could all use a rest before we try and figure out what to do next.
Yeah, you ever see that Star Wars movie? The one with the Gungans and the Jar Jar Binks and stuff like that, right?
Yes, the best, my favorite one.
Yeah, it was a travesty, but I don't go here very often because of something along those lines. But you guys know where Goblin Town is. I can show you a way in.
When he says Goblin Town, this is something you have heard of. It is real. It exists. It is a Knocker stronghold where of almost incalculable wealth, Dix. Where they can and do make literally anything your heart desires can be acquired there. But you cannot find it unless they want you to, and you cannot get in unless a Knocker that knows the way takes you there. It should, at least theoretically, be safe.
Is it somewhere between Chinatown and Little Italy?
It's kind of everywhere, to be honest. I know a couple entrances that are nearby, but we just got to keep it on the DL. I show you in, but don't tell anybody that I showed you in. Well, to be honest, I'll probably tell them as soon as they ask me. That's just my nature. But I kind of don't have a great rep down there. I blew up a few things, and now I did create some wicked traps, though. They still haven't found the one yet. Anyway, sorry, I ramble. But it's a safe place. We can get in. We'll stay safe for a little while. I still know a few folks down there that could, they watch my back. They watch you guys back. You get a little sleep. Figure out what the fuck's going on here. Find what that's little mother.
How is the lighting?
Oh, it's god awful. It's for knockers. We are the ugliest fuckers out here. Hey, you won't like it.
Help me put something together. I need to update a video for my fans.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! I can put like a ring light together. I can put a light together that'll show you in every visible light spectrum.
Just a simple light will do.
I don't do simple. I do better.
Do other knockers do simple?
Oh God, no.
Fuck.
As you all make your way across, Dugan guides you to what looks like a phone booth and picks it up, punches in an 18-digit number, and hangs up the receiver 3 times.
Yeah, don't look.
And underneath, you hear... and the floor starts to go down and stairs start to pop out the walls in a descending spiral.
All right, stay close. The passages shift quite a bit. Guaranteed I'll get lost at least once. But, everybody hold on to the tail in front of you and, we might make it through without somebody getting the head chopped off.
I hold Harlow's hand and walk in front of her. I don't have a tail really to grab onto. So
I do. So I extend that back to whoever's behind me.
Oh, I'm gonna grab it.
Like, you got a tail worth grabbing, bunny. But as you all descend into what first turns into absolute pitch blackness, like you're like, what even is this? You feel you finally get down to the bottom, and you feel your feet hit concrete, and Bunny's hooves echo faintly in the darkness, and you see around you. You can't see anything for a moment. And then what look like two eyes made out of fire open up. Is that designation Dix?
Richard Dixon, how you doing?
Is that designation Dugan?
Yeah, hey, it's me.
Error. Dugan access request denied. And flames start to come up all over you as torches up and down the walls light up. And you see what looks like a 12-foot anthropomorphic crocodile made out of gleaming platinum and is encrusted in diamonds. And the flames that you saw are in his eye socket. And he says, commencing eradication, and opens his mouth, and you see flames start to form, and that is a good place for us to stop.
Changeling's fucking weird. This is fucking weird.
Yep.
We still haven't found that thing that we don't know what we're looking for.
Yeah.
That's right.
It's gonna be keys or something.
Haven't
He
you
lost his keys.
Haven't you?
Haven't you not found the thing that you are maybe not kind of looking for?
Don't do that.
I mean, who's to say?
Along the way.
Yeah, it's all about the journey, guys. He's right.
Thanks, Mr. Slua.
Slua shows up at the end.
Just come to the Captain America, turn the seat around. Sit down. Yeah. Had to make some little friends. They say I had a team building exercise. That's all it was. Yeah.
I will not.
Trust falls and whatnot.
Yes. So thank you all. And let us go through who all you beautiful people are and where you can be found. Starting down here with Emily.
Oh boy. Okay. Hi, I'm Emily. I'm the director of licensing over at Roll20. You can find me on social media. Emily the Spoon is the handle. That's everywhere. The end.
It's. I'm gonna save my commentary for the end here. The immaculately coiffed Justus.
Hey, what up, everybody? I'm gonna get a product out here. It's called Dugan's hair grease. It's made up of mostly grease. That's it. I am Justus, Stashman doing all the socials. One half of the team at Bard and Barbarian. You can check us out on our channel, on my socials, and we've got a store that has a lot of cool shit and more stuff coming soon.
Projectile urine champion. Noura.
Hello, everyone. I'm Noura Ibrahim, and I do not pee on things in real life. You can find me. Hey, no, Diana, no. I saw that. No, I don't do that in real life. You can find me at Neurological on Instagram and Twitter. And on Mondays, you can find me streaming with Realmsmith on Realmsmith's Twitch channel, also on their D&D channel for Into the Mist and Tides of Wildmount interspersing between seasons. On Saturdays, you can find me playing Princess Jasmine in a very G-rated stream. I was very opposed to this. On Damsels, Dice, and Everything Nice on Pixel Circus. Fridays, you could find me here. And there are other fun things coming up throughout the spring with like new shows and stuff. I can't think after this. Honestly, after any of B-Dave's streams, I cannot think by the end of it. I had a very funny tattoo thing I didn't get to do, but it's very topical, but I can't do it next week. So I don't know if I get to do it anymore. Maybe I'll post it.
No, you know what? You know what? You can bless us with an Harlow afterthought.
Oh, here's Hollow's afterthoughts. You know, I didn't think I'd be in any of this mess, doing any of these things with all these prestigious people, because I'm just a normal puka. I'm just a tattoo artist. Earlier today, a guy came in wanting like a sexy pinup tattoo on his back, but instead I tattooed like inaugural Bernie Sanders, just sitting there cross-legged with like cross-armed with like a speech bubble, and he said, "I am asking you once again to shave your back hair." And then like next thing I know, I'm with these people like at the Met and doing all these glamorous and also dangerous and also sexy things. So I don't know. This has been like a very, very intense journey for me. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Throwing it over to I can't think anymore. I can't think anymore.
It's been a day. Mason.
Yeah, everybody. My name is Mason Dula. You can find it's Dula for anybody who has never spelled it before on Twitter, and you can find me here on Twitch, WizardXTV, as well as hanging out with all of these beautiful people. And I'm very appreciative to be here. You're all amazing.
And last but certainly not least, after her exploits, now up at the top 0.5% of OnlyFans, and also Fawns Only, 2 different sites. You got to sub this completely different paywalls. For both.
They get you coming and going, if you know what I mean.
Hey everybody, I am Diana DiMicco. I am the product and dice affiliate manager over at Die Hard Dice. You can find me on Twitter over at DiMicco Diana. And I do a lot of other stuff through the week that I usually post about. So that's it.
And I will just say this. I realized that seemed like a chaotic trash fire, but really more happened in that episode than you think it did. So you may or may not realize it, but
I mean, I'm lost as fuck. I have no idea.
I know exactly what's going on.
What is happening?
Got it on
Yeah, I'm a super genius. I got it all squared away.
I hate these fuckers.
B. Dave Walters, I say words about things. I'm doing something somewhere all the time. Not 7 days a week anymore. I'm more like 4, maybe a strong 5. But more stuff is coming, and it's gonna be 7 days a week again soon. I guess right now, let's see. Mondays, Champions of Lore. Monday mornings. For C&E Games. Tuesday, Silver and Steel. Next week's the last episode of Silver and Steel. The story concludes with episode 40. Doing that, 6 o'clock, D&D Beyond. Thursday in the morning is Ascension. Thursday in the night's A Dark and Wish on the official D&D Twitch channel. We have 3 episodes to go, and there's absolutely no guarantee that my babies are going to survive because I'm a monster. And of course, coming back here on Fridays, where we get to have the silky smooth and uneventful acid trip that is Changeling the Dreaming. Also, various security constructs that are literally made out of like precious metals is a thing in Goblin Town. So you get just like murdered by like blinged out sentinels, because why wouldn't you? Yeah. As always, thank you to QueueTimes. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you next week.
Yeah, we'll fucking see you.